Once again, we welcome everyone in for the broadcast of today's Western State Conference showdown between the Bakersfield College Renegades and the LA Valley Monarchs. We now go down to the court and public address announcer John Candelaria for the introduction of today's starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the starting five for the visiting Los Angeles Valley Monarchs. Wearing the number 5, Chris Kirk. Wearing the number 11, Andy Porcayo. Wearing the number 12, Will Young. Wearing the number 14, Sean Morgan. Wearing the number 33, Dang Luo. Head coach for the Monarchs, Virgil Watson. And now the starting lineup for your BC Renegades.
He put it down. It's all right.
Tonight wearing the number 4, Tyron Taylor. Sophomore, 6'6" forward, wearing the number 5, Markel Brooks. 6'5" forward, wearing the number 11, Zakir Henderson.
When we ever vote cameras, they'll be down at the end watching.
Sophomore, 6'5" forward, wearing the number 21, Godwill Fomuso. Another sophomore guard, standing 6'2" tall, wearing the number 23, Joaquin Rios. Head coach for your Renegades, Greg McCall.
Thank you, John Candelaria. Our final regular season home game for Bakersfield College. 7-5 in conference and definitely need a win tonight. Their future in the postseason has not yet been determined, but it will greatly depend on how they finish up today and again on Saturday. So, Julian, great to have you in here, man. Good season this year.
Great season. Great to be here with you. And great to see the Renegades in such a great position in Greg McCall's second year here at the helm at Bakersfield College.
Yeah, sophomore night here at Bakersfield College, and they'll be celebrating that after the game, in between the men's and women's programs. So on the floor for the Renegades, it's going to be Tyron Tyler getting the start today, along with Markel Brooks, Joaquin Phoenix, Zakir Henderson, and Godwill Fomuso. Henderson right out the gate, trying to fire from way outside. Tyler with the rebound, and the BC will set up once again. Renegades in white, Monarchs in dark green. Henderson with the smooth floater to his right. And the spot-up jumper. Renegades on the board first. 19:20 left in the first half. Got a little bit of new technology here tonight, which is kind of fantastic. Looking forward to that. We have a monitor up here now where we can see all the instant replay. A lot of new technology that we're doing up here at Bakersfield College, trying to get some of the coverage of these games better, including remote wireless cameras that we're going to have working around the court as well. Tyler from outside. And that one couldn't be handled. Deng Luol, a 6'11" center out of Los Angeles, St. Paul High School. And down there, he makes Zakir Henderson look like me standing next to him, and I'm 6'1". Henderson over to the right. Loose coverage there. He has the ability to shoot. Brooks tried to delay. Fomuso comes up with it. They're fighting down below. And that one's going to be off the hands. They're saying it was touched and out of bounds by the Monarchs. LA Valley 7-18 on the season, but 2-10 in conference, and didn't win a single game in conference through the first half of the season. Rios, a smart play down there along the baseline, knocking the ball out of bounds. It was off Will Young. BC again trying to fire from outside, coming up with all the offensive rebounds. And Tyler on the outside was on the line, so only 2 points, but now BC with a 4-0 lead and 2 minutes gone here in the first half. Dang trying to work on Famuso. That one from outside, that's a three-pointer. And Will Young, I digress, that's not Will Young. Looks like it's Elijah Orhuela. The numbers on this squad, and I'm wrong again, it was Chris Kirk. The numbers on the squad for the Monarchs are very hard to see. And several years ago, there was supposed to be a rule change in college basketball and football for that matter, where the numbers had to contrast greatly from the rest of the uniform. And LA Valley obviously didn't get the memo because dark yellow and green on green really doesn't make for a very easy way of seeing the numbers here. We're going to do the best we can tonight, obviously. Porcayo from the line. Nice fadeaway on the jumper, and now Monarchs with a 1-point lead, 5-4, 7:15 left to go in this first half. Markel Brooks. Joaquin Rios almost picked the pocket of Will Young, but the Renegades come up with the rebound. And right now, not really clean offense. And they're going to call goaltending on that one. And BC's gotten really good at blocking off the glass all season long. And usually they don't get that call. Now it's going to be tipped off the hands of Porcayo and out of bounds. Monarchs with a 7-6 lead and 4 minutes gone here in the first half. Joaquin Rios and Markel Brooks and Godwill Famuso, all sophomores out on the court right now. That's going to be off of Henderson and out of bounds. And boy, what a bunch of difference makers those three have made this season. And last season for that matter. And Joaquin had a little bit of a leg injury that kept him out of quite a few games this season. So nice to see that he's healthy and kind of back into the lineup, getting the starting nod tonight. They're going to call 3 seconds in the key on Dang Lual. 15:42 left to go in this first half. Famuso back and forth, drives into and then back out to Henderson. That one rattles around and out. Looked like it had a chance. Tyler got a little bit on that ball, and that one outside. And Andy Porcayo, the leading scorer on the squad. And that's the reason why, a great shooter from outside. BC working around the outside. Joaquin Rios from the foul line. Just a little bit short. Henderson still maintaining coverage in the backcourt. Porcayo outside. That one's off the mark. Monarchs with a 10-6 lead here early. 5.5 minutes gone in this first half. And Zach Garnett's coming to check in for the Renegades down at the score table. Henderson flies in off the glass and scores. Zykeer Henderson just had an extra gear there and beat everybody to the basket on that one. I'd like to say the easy lay-in for Zykeer maybe. Monarchs with a 2-point lead, 13:45 left to go in the first half. And Henderson with the block, no surprise there. We've seen him block the ball all year long, and now Elijah Wade, James Miller, and Zach Garnett checking into the game. And Tyler Brooks and Rios will come out and have a seat. Awfully close to that 5 seconds. And the shot clock goes off. I don't think anybody was paying attention to that, including me.
No one was paying attention. You didn't hear one sound from the Monarch bench.
The bench, yeah, the bench wasn't paying attention, and neither were we. So a turnover for the Monarchs, and the Renegades with a chance to tie it up at 10. And a great backslide to the basket and a pass from Zach Garnett into Zykeer Henderson. And nobody saw him. And a nice fadeaway jumper by Will Young. A big floater with a huge arc. Llewellyn's going to get fouled, and they're going to call that on number 21, Godwill Famuso. And 13 minutes left on the clock here in the first half. And surprising, the Renegades only have one foul so far. That has been their Achilles heel all season long. Yeah. But right now, managing very well on the foul end. And you, like I said earlier, you don't want to send the Monarchs to the line. They're shooting over 80% as a team from the free throw line. And again, another score from Will Young. Just a spot-up jumper, about a 10-footer. Henderson tries to go reverse. Too far underneath the basket. Young kind of had it there for a second, lost a handle on it. Back up to Young, who drives with a reverse layup. That one's no good. Wade comes up with it. Brooks down below. And there was just no chance on that one for Sean Morgan. Morgan is 6'3", trying to go up against Markel Brooks, who's 6'6". And it's not just that Brooks is 6'6", it's the reach that he has. His wingspan is incredible.
Yes.
Monarchs working it around, and once again, another three-pointer. And if only our stats were up, I could tell you, I think that's about the third three-pointer so far for the Monarchs. They've got 9 of 17 points on three-pointers. BC outscored the Monarchs 47-33 in that game that they had back on January 24th down at LA Valley. And right now, LA Valley is turning the tables on the Renegades. And a timeout is going to get called as Greg McCall wants to talk it over. It's BC 12, LA Valley 19.
Bakersfield College Athletics would like to recognize Dr. New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegade, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step under, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queens of the court, we command respect. Every bucket heavy like a paycheck.
Back out of the timeout, Renegades trailing the LA Valley Monarchs 19-12. And as I said earlier, they had beat LA Valley 47-33 in the first half of the game back on January 24th at LA Valley. So this is a little bit of a different squad so far for both teams. BC not playing up to the standard that they have played to. LA Valley playing lights out right now, hitting a bunch of three-pointers. Henderson with the spin move. Davis comes away with the rebound, back out to Wade, way off the mark on that one. Wade lost the handle on it, and it's going to be a jump ball as he's scrapping around on the floor for it. And a good job by number 12, Will Young, of hanging on to the ball there, causing the jump ball. The possession arrow was in favor of LA Valley. And another three-pointer, Matthew Monroy. Well, and I'm sorry, it's Andy Porcayo. And another timeout is going to get called, and Greg McCall wants to talk that one over. I believe that's their fourth three-pointer of this half.
Yeah, and I don't know what their percentage is for three-pointers on the season, the Monarchs, but I believe they're probably shooting over that right now.
Monarchs as a team for three-pointers on the season are shooting, well, that's 29.5%.
Right.
So right now they are just on an absolute tear.
Right now they're at 75, 80% on the three-pointers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, just like any basketball game, it is difficult to beat any team that gets hot from the three-point line.
So 10-11 left to go here in the first half. The Renegades trail 22-12. LA Valley 2-10 in conference, but not playing like it right now. And as I said before, they've won 2 of 4 in the second half of the conference season. They didn't win any of the first half of the conference season, dropping all of them. So having a little bit more success in this second half, winning 50% of their games. BC at 7-5 needs to get a win tonight, and then needs to get a win on Saturday, and then I believe that they need a little bit of help from a couple of other teams to lose, right, in order for them to see postseason.
We'll try to get that information.
Henderson driving to his right, and a foul. And I believe that's going to be on Porcayo. Well, no, they call it on number 23, Gary Bird. So that's going to be Bird's first foul, personal foul, and first team foul for LA Valley here in the first half. BC has the ability to run the court well. Look for them to start trying to go fast break here fairly soon and get LA Valley kind of back on their heels. They got a speedy group out there right now with Elijah Wade and Damari Davis along with Zykeer Henderson. Those three are very fast. And a block right there. Henderson's going to come up with the ball. Drives in. That one's a little bit off the glass high. And the score.
You said it and it happened.
16-22 now. And BC looking to apply excessive amounts of pressure now. And a miss by Will Young in the lane. BC comes up with the rebound. Henderson, a mismatch down low. Sean Morgan was trying to guard him, and way outside, Markel Brooks. And BC pulling close. They were down by 10, and now they're within 3. BC has definitely started to up the level of the defense in their press. And that may be exactly what is necessary to start holding LA Valley at bay. From outside, Sean Morgan. That one's off the mark. Over. Here comes the Renegades. Henderson driving in, and the easy bucket and in. He just lowered his shoulder into Will Young, pushing him back, and got the easy bucket off the glass, and now they're down 21-22. 8:30 on the clock in this first half. BC right now on a 9-0 run, and that one's way short. And that one got past 3 Renegades, and that one just makes the shot clock. Davis dives trying to save it. Garnett's on the floor.
Everybody's on the floor.
And they're going to say it was kicked by LA Valley, and the Renegades are going to come up with the turnover there. And now Henderson's going to take a seat and get a little bit of a breather here in this first half. 8:05 left on the clock. Godwell Famuso checking in. Brooks down low. Nice pass by Famuso. And he's going to draw the foul from Deng Luau. And actually, Matthew Monroy is going to get called on the foul. So Luau still doesn't have any fouls against him. Markel Brooks at the line. Brooks on the season, 58.4 from the free throw line, percentage-wise. Game is tied up now at 22, and now the Renegades take the lead, 23-22 since the first minute of the game. 7:50 now left on the clock. Oh, a nice fadeaway by Will Young. His second fadeaway down in that area along the baseline. Davis from outside, and it's good. Damari Davis with the three-pointer, and the Renegades with a 26-24 lead now. And what looked like a pretty good block by Zach Garnett is going to end up being called as a foul. And that's going to be his first personal foul. And it looks like it's going to send Will Young to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Will Young on the season shooting 78% at the free throw line. Looking to tie this up here with 7:16 left to go in this first half. And a check-in for the Monarchs now. Gian Swan now in the game. Swan out of Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Virginia, a 6'1" guard. BC was down by a score of 22-10 and managed to crawl their way back. Luau down low, working on Brooks. That one over the rim. Davis back up top to Brooks. Brooks fires from outside. That one's off the mark. Doesn't even get the rim.
And a rare misfire. Very rare.
Absolutely. 6:28 left to go in this first half. Game tied at 26 between the LA Valley Monarchs and the Bakersfield College Renegades. Monroy guarded on the perimeter there by Famuso. Back to Monroy. That one off the side. And Damari Davis was trying to box out Luau. And a lucky bounce for Elijah Wade. Got a couple of bounces. Looked like it was going to tip off the edge, and then it went right back in. And a great lay-in by Andy Porcayo. Porcayo on that last trip down, facing defense right in the face of him. Managed to get that one high off the glass for the score. The game's tied up at 28 now. A nice reverse by Elijah Wade. He had Dang Luau kind of crashing down on him. Had to go to reverse to use the rim and the net to kind of guard against getting blocked. And a good lay-in by Elijah Wade. 2 scores in the last 2 trips down. And the foul's going to get called. And that's going to go on Godwin Famuso. And that's going to be his second personal foul now. So Tyler, Rios, and Henderson checking into the game for the Renegades with a 30-28 lead and 4:47 on the clock here in the first half. Famuso trying to block out there. Porcayo comes up with it and puts the floater in to tie the game up at 30. Andy Porcayo has been almost unstoppable here in the first half. Henderson, that one way off the mark. Davis and Rios trying to come up with that one. Davis knocked it off the leg of Joaquin Rios, and it goes out of bounds. 4:12 still to go. Coming up at the half, we'll have a conversation with Coach Greg McCall about his thoughts on this first half. And Dang Luau backing Famuso down, and the easy lay-in. Again, 6'11".
You know, I think that's his first score of the game.
And that may be his first score of the game, but boy, there's really not a whole lot you could do on that one.
Right.
And I think he got a little piece of Joaquin Rios' lay-in there. And Famuso's going to get called for his third foul. And he got into the body of Chris Kirk. And Kirk's now going to go to the line with a chance to extend their 32-30 lead. BC has not been able to run away with this one like they did in the game 3 weeks ago. Kirk at the free throw line is shooting 75% this year. Markel Brooks checks back into the game, and Famuso is going to have to come out with 3 fouls. And Kirk makes them both. And now the lead is 4. About 3:30 on the clock here in the first half. BC trailing by 4. Henderson out to Brooks. Got a good long look. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Henderson. Throws up the floater. That one bounces around the rim for a hot minute. And Zakir Henderson is really good in the paint. I'm not saying that he's not great from outside, but boy, I'll tell you what, when he gets down into the paint and throws up a floater, every time it's successful.
He's very difficult to deal with in the paint. He has such amazing footwork, and I can't emphasize that.
And good finesse with the ball and a great touch. I mean, that's just kind of one of his strong suits.
Yes.
Not only that, he has a way to cut to the basket quickly.
Right.
He's a really, really fast basketball player. Rios gives it up to Henderson from the outside. Rios gets the rebound. That one's blocked from behind by Lual, but picked up by Tyler. And he scores. And Lual bent over down along the baseline. I don't know if he caught one in the face. Yeah, he sure did. Looks like he's holding his mouth. Might have caught an elbow. And he's going to have to come out now, as Gary Bird's going to check in for him. And right now, he's not moving. I don't know if he got hit in the nose. We haven't gotten a trainer down there yet. They're going to go down and kind of take a look at him and see what's going on. He's not moving. He's staying where he's at.
We don't know if he may have gotten hit in the mouth.
I think he got an elbow to the nose or the face, and he may be bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to check on him. We're going to be back with more Renegade basketball. 2:45 left to go in this first half.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegade, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step under, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queens of the court, we command respect. Every bucket heavy like a paycheck. From the warm-ups to the final, we locked in, yeah, we built for a war. Heart, hustle, passion in the veins. Renegade pride, yeah, we bring that flame.
Hear that crowd when we take the floor. Energy up, can't ignore. When the ball tip off that glass, whole gym know who run that. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate.
Full court press, yeah, we set the tone. No fly zone, better leave it alone. Cross you up, splash that three. Crowd jump when we hit that heat. Every play built on grind and trust. One squad strong, yeah, it's all of us. Championship mindset every night. Eyes on banners, yeah, we aim that high. Fast lanes, quick hands, sharp vision. We execute with precision. Lady Renegades never fold. Heart of a lion, yeah, we bold. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Who's house? Renegade house. Who runs it? We run.
Two.
Coming back out of the timeout. And Dang Lual, the 6'11" center for the Monarchs, down at the trainer's table right now, and he was holding his nose. Looks like somebody, hit him pretty good, and right now they're kind of doing a cleanup down there. I think he got hit in the nose, maybe broke his nose. So obviously we're very concerned, hoping he's okay. He's leaned over the trash can down below, trying to get things kind of set up better. I think that he had a little bit of a nosebleed. They're working on him right now, but hopefully everything good for Dang Lual. And actually he's running back over to the bench now. Seems to be doing a little bit better. I think he wants to go back in the game, but I don't know if they can let him back in just yet. I think he's got to sit out. So it looks like he's doing okay. He's high-fiving his teammates down there and kind of looking over at the bench, and he's got a smile on his face. So that's
right.
That's always something good. Boy, when you ever see, a basketball player especially,
right.
They've got no protection of any kind.
Exactly.
And when they catch either a head or a forearm or an elbow in the face, boy, I'll tell you what, that can be incredibly bad. And I don't know right now, this is junior college basketball for you, but the official is over there mopping up the floor along with our interim athletic director.
Yes.
So they're trying to get everything kind of straightened around. Be sure to stick around. Coming up pretty soon, the women's program after this game is over. And the ladies so far in the postseason right now have a very good chance of going to the postseason. They are I'm trying to remember what their record is right now. Hang on one second. I've got my stat sheet right here. They are 10-2 in the Western State Conference right now.
You know, and that's an unbelievable. I don't know when was the last time we heard our women's team in that position.
2019.
Wow.
I believe was the last time. They haven't won more than 8 games, and we talked about this. They hadn't won more than 8 games since 2020. So, I mean, it's just been a pretty long time. And so a good thing for the Renegade women's basketball program, and Grant Bingham doing a fantastic job. But he's got some fantastic basketball players on that squad. So BC disrupting passing lanes right now, and they're going to get the turnover, and a foul's going to get called. And that's a smart foul, actually, to give by Chris Kirk. And it's not going to be on Kirk, it's going to be on Monroy, who was right there with him. But had Tyler come up with that, he had a couple of Renegades all the way down the court that were going to get an easy score. And 2:25 left here in this first half. We're tied at 34. That's going to be Monroy's second foul in this first half. Davis thinks about it for a second, gives it back over to Tyler. Back over to Rios. They're looking for Henderson. He's just bouncing around down along the baseline. Out to Markel Brooks. Shot clock down to 10. Tyler, that one in and out. And boy, was it in and out. It was deep into that bucket before it popped itself back out.
It literally went in, yes.
From the corner once again, Chris Kirk. And the lead is now 3. And LA Valley finds themselves in unfamiliar territory with the Renegades. BC scored 47 on them 3 weeks ago in that first half. Tyler comes in, knocks the ball out. Henderson picks it up and puts it in for the easy lay-in.
And again, Henderson under the basket. Good footwork, good positioning.
A nice floater by Gary Bird. Bird, who came in for Luau, and lead back to 3. And a blocking foul is going to get called on Davis. So with that foul, the Renegades now have 5 personal fouls in the first half. So Elijah Wade and James Miller checking back into the game for the Renegades. Rios and Davis are out. 59 seconds left to go. BC trying to think it over here, trying to get as much time off that clock as they trail 39-36. And outside, Tyler's going to tie it up. And now it's 39-39. LA Valley looking for the final shot here. Outside. And down to 1 second, and they may not get the shot up. It's going to be shy. So that's the end of the first half. And the Renegades tie it up at 39 apiece. And we're going to go down to the court now, where we have Coach Greg McCall. And Coach McCall, a little bit different story than the game a couple of weeks ago, where you guys were beating the Monarchs by, what, 17 in the first half?
Yeah. We told our guys that they've been playing a whole lot better. You know how this time of year teams either going to improve or they're going to sink. And so they're improved a lot. And so we got to turn up our level of play a little bit more in order to be able to match what they're doing right now. If we match what they're doing, we'll push away from them.
Your defense in the first part of this half wasn't really what it was. And then you started to pick it up and outscored them. You guys went on like a 10-point run where your defense really took over. What was the difference there?
Yeah, just matching their energy and matching our intensity, what we needed to do, bringing in the right group of guys, also to match what we needed to do as well, too. Just trying to find the right combination of guys. Once we find the right combination of guys, I think we can pull away from them in the second half. Look like they're wearing down a little bit, so we're going to keep our intensity up.
Have a great second half. We'll see you. So the Renegades, 39-39 as we head to the second half. We'll be back after this.
He's not using.
Let's get one more ball over here on Oceanside of the court. We are ready to rock and roll. All right, Renegade fans, help us out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
No, the cheerleaders. Yeah, we're going to bring it back for the cheerleaders.
Demetrius with knocked down 3 in a row. 4 in a row. We're going to have to sign him up for next year's team. 5 in a row. Demetrius just knocking him down. Ocean trying to get the ball. He's got to go down that time. Ocean trying to find his groove.
Still don't have scoring.
10 seconds left to go. 10 seconds. Demetrius gonna find his way in the 2027 Renegade basketball program. That is time. That is time. Demetrius knocks down 11. Ocean. And now, Renegade fans coming to courtside. BC cheer! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time. BC
My name is Tyler. I'm from Bakersfield, California. I play men's basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was 5 years old. Growing up, my dad, he was one of my biggest inspirations with basketball. He always was pushing and playing basketball inside his early years. And so whenever he fell in love with it, I kind of wanted to persuade and just make it to the NBA for him. I chose to come here because it's a lot of local guys that play on the team, and a lot of these guys I know personally or I have played with in like AAU or things like that. So getting to play with them as us being rivals or something, like getting to play with them is something big, and also we all get to share our experiences on the court. I usually handle my personal life before everything else. I tend to procrastinate a lot. So with homework and things like that, I tend to do it last minute, but it gets done. It's just last minute, but I'm still on top of everything. I would say for any new athletes that want to join basketball or any sport, just to stay focused and don't let outsiders get to you. A lot of people are going to say a lot of different things, but as long as you put the work in and you push yourself to the level that you think that you can get there. There's nobody out there that hasn't went through anything in a negative way. You're going to go through your ups and downs, either negative or positive, but just continue to push. 5 years from now, I'm 20 years old currently, so I'll be 25. 5 years from now, I see myself owning my own business, most likely real estate or getting into the marketing field. And I see myself in the NBA for sure. I don't know what team yet. Any team that drafts me, I'll be gladly happy for that. And I see myself modeling for some type of clothing brand, possibly PSDs or any type of brand for sure.
Hi, I'm Beyonce Fimbres. I'm playing basketball here at BC. I've been playing basketball since 3rd grade. I just saw the sport and I kept playing it since 3rd grade because I've been playing it for NOR back then, and I just kept playing with it and I just fell in love with it. My favorite memory was back in high school when I didn't have a car, and my mom, I had to wake her up for like those 6 a.m. practices, and it was just always so much fun just having to do that and then going to go see my coaches and playing and like all of that. I enjoy meeting different type of people. The environment that they like have over here, I really do enjoy it. If not at a pro level, then perhaps even in coaching. I do see myself teaching people at NOR to have someone just like me growing up and help them out. So I do see myself in that area. I don't like losing. I'm a very competitive person, so every time I see someone who works harder or does better than me, it makes me want to work harder. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Always look for the hard stuff and get comfortable in that, and then work up to work harder.
Yeah. New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegade, stand up.
Back for the second half. Tom Myers, the Dr. Julian Wilson on the broadcast tonight. Bakersfield College Renegades tied with the Monarchs at 39-39 apiece. And BC, in that first half, they were looking somewhat shaky on some things, but here's the biggest statistic: 5 of 10 for LA Valley from the free throw line, or from the three-point line.
Right.
15 points on three-pointers. Renegades only 3 of 17. So they've got to have to figure out a way to start hitting more from outside. That is below their average on the season, which they're shooting around 30% from the three-point line. Famuso outside, kind of looking at it. Dang back in the game now, Lual. That's off his foot. They get called with a kicking foul. I don't know if that was a kicking foul. He hadn't really gone for it. It just, Famuso threw it off his foot. Rios got blocked going up. Henderson backing down on the wall. That one a little bit hard. Gets his own rebound, and that's going to be knocked out. Barrio steps on the line. And I'll tell you what, down below, they're just really crashing down below.
Right.
The Monarchs are.
Well, you know, with that last shot that Henderson took, it was almost as if the 6'11" player was not even standing there. He went right up.
BC with 16 points in the paint so far tonight. And a nice spot-up jumper there by Chris Kirk. Kirk, the second leading scorer on the squad with 10 points so far tonight. BC, their leading scorer is Zykeir Henderson. Henderson with 16 points, and now he's going to add to that. It's going to be 18. 41-41. Just over a minute gone here in the second half. Zykeir Henderson is 7 of 13 from the field so far, but he's 0 for 4 from outside. And as we talked with Greg McCall at the end of that first half, they're going to have to tighten up that defense quite a bit on this Monarch squad.
Right. Well, you know, they had an unseasonably shooting percentage that was high.
Absolutely.
So that made a difference.
They were shooting 44%. Renegades were only shooting 37% in the first half. But that 5 of 10 figure in that first half on three-pointers, astonishing. Both teams went to the stripe 2 times. They each were 4 for 4. Not a lot of trips to that free throw line either. BC had 5 fouls in that first half. Henderson just a little bit shy on the 2 that he's had a chance to go at so far. Hasn't had the opportunity to get a bucket or score on those, which is kind of unusual considering the fact that he does well in the paint. And a fantastic job there by Will Young with a spin move on Markel Brooks that just kind of left him in the dust. And Will Young's only 6 feet tall. Actually 5'11". Brooks at 6'6". And Markel Brooks on Dang Lual down in the post. Well, that was Godwill Famuso. Famuso sometimes plays the taller players.
Right.
Just because of his strength, and that one's going to be another shot clock violation for the Monarchs.
And that's a strange one because, again, the clock's winding down. No one is saying anything.
43-41, Renegades trailing with 16:57 left to go in the game. Famuso comes out of the game. Zach Garnett checking in. James Miller's also back in the game. Garnett does have the ability to shoot from outside. And wow, what a job cutting to the basket.
Yeah, wow.
Julian, give me a replay on that. Oh my gosh. Chris Kirk just slashing his way. So go back to the replay. Cuts to his left and right around Zach Garnett for the score. And he hits the free throw for the three-point play, and now they're up 46-41. Miller trying to drive with the fadeaway. And Markel Brooks with the putback. That was kind of hard off the glass, and he happened to just still be up in the air. It was so quick, he got it on his way down. And then the easy score, just dumped it right up and over.
He made it look easy. That was a difficult shot.
Absolutely.
He made it look easy.
Garnett's going to get called for the foul right there on Chris Kirk. And honestly, on that play, I don't even know if Zach Garnett had to swat at him. All he really had to do was get his hand up over the top and stay there. And as he came down, that's when they called the foul. Now Kirk's going to go to the line with a chance to shoot 2. He's got 13 points. And so far, he is perfect from the stripe. Andy Percayo with 16 points is the leading scorer for LA Valley. And Henderson with 18 points is the leading scorer for the Renegades. Markel Brooks, 2 rebounds away from a double-double, has 11 points and 8 rebounds. LA Valley with a 5-point lead with 15:36 left to go in the game. Miller almost got called with the travel there. BC's being given that outside shot all day long, and Markel Brooks on the baseline with the fadeaway jumper and the score. "15 minutes to go in the game. Renegades trailing 48-45. Unable to break away from this Monarch squad. While fighting down there with Markel Brooks, can't come away with the ball. And it'll be turned over to the Renegades now. Going back to the game a couple of weeks ago, BC was leading 47-33 in that first half, but they only outscored the Monarchs by 2 in the second half. Ended up winning the game 96-80. Turnover by the Renegades. 14:28 to go. Down in the corner once again, and the Monarchs just keep firing from outside. Lior Berardian. And over the back's going to get called on Zakir Henderson. And a smart play by Andy Percayo. Percayo had position and just backed him up and gets the over-the-back call. That's going to be Henderson's first foul of the game. And again, the successful three-point shooting, 50%, 6 of 12 for LA Valley.
Renegade substitution, number 21, Godwin Famuso.
Godwin Famuso back in the game, has 3 fouls. So he has to be very careful here. BC trying to tighten up this defense in the press. And Famuso can't do anything down below. Worried about drawing the foul, and Sean Morgan gets the easy score. And that's a bad matchup down below. And a nice floater and a score by James Miller. Miller with the spin move just backs him down into the paint and throws up the floater for the score. Miller back out to Henderson, around the horn over to Brooks. Had a nice long look at it.
Great look.
53-47, a 6-point lead right now for the Monarchs. 13:02 left on the clock here in the second half. Three-pointer from way outside, off the front of the rim, and a rebound by James Miller. Miller from the free throw line. Brooks comes up with it. Fighting, throws that one up, it's no good. He's looking for contact on that. The Renegades trying to come away with it. And that's a foul. Looks like it's going to get called on the Monarchs.
Well, in that last play with Brooks, I don't know how there was no contact. I saw a lot of contact. I just don't know who it was. But he didn't get to call it. He didn't get to call it first time.
Chris Kirk gets called with his first personal foul of the game. And nobody really in any kind of a foul trouble for either squad. Famuso with the turnaround one-hand jumper. Right up over the top, pulls the Renegades to within 4. Gawo Famuso now. Can't wrangle the rebound. Shot clock down to 9. Henderson trying to get the block there. Disrupted the ball. Andy Porcayo didn't really have much of a chance. Miller from outside for the three-pointer. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Henderson. Henderson up and in. Henderson in perfect position on the rebound. Had inside position and an easy kiss off the glass for the score. And now the Renegades trail by 2. 11:30 left to go in the game. Nice around the horn. And a good score. Definitely needed by Will Young. And Will Young now slowly climbing his way up the ranks as he has 8 points in the game. And we're going to timeout. Renegades trailing 55-51. Back after this.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegades, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step under, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queen.
2.
Coming out of the timeout, the Renegades will inbound the ball with 11:23 left to go in the game, trailing 55-51. And BC really having a little bit of trouble right now, trying to contain Will Young and Chris Kirk. Andy Porcayo has been kind of silent since the first half, but he has scored a little bit in this second half, but really was a determining factor of that run that they had in that first half. Elijah Wade now from outside. That one's off the mark. The last couple of three-pointers the Renegades have tried haven't even gotten the rim. And BC now only 3 of 21 from beyond the arc. And sometimes if it's not working, it's just not working, and you got to go another direction. The Renegades starting to run the ball now. And a nice pass from James Miller to Elijah Wade down inside. A Wade coming down along the baseline. A fantastic pass and score. 10:34 left to go. LA Valley leading by 2. They've led for the majority of the game. BC, when they caught up, just couldn't seem to get any kind of traction and move forward. Miller knocks the ball away. He was getting backed down by Andy Porcayo. Henderson now from outside to tie it, doesn't. And Elijah Wade goes to the floor as Lual's trying to play defense down there. No call on the contact. And that may have just been him. But now the foul's going to get called. Elijah Orwela. That's going to be Orwela's first. And right now, Lual and Henderson are kind of duking it out down below, bouncing off each other. And the official comes over and tells them both to knock it off. Famuso from outside. And again, the three-point woes of the Renegades continue. They've only made 3 all night. One by Davis, one by Tyler, and one by Brooks. Zyker Henderson surprisingly 0 for 4 from outside. Lual in, gets the rebound as he falls to the floor, throws up the floater and scores. And it's back to a 4-point lead for the Monarchs. 9.5 to go here in the game. Henderson driving baseline. On the reverse. I don't even know how he got to the other side of the basket on that. But Dang was coming in for the block. Miller steps in the passing lane, steals the ball, driving, and he's going to draw the foul on Will Young. And Will Young just kind of looking on in disbelief. That's going to be his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Shooting 2.
So Miller's now going to go to the line. As we go back to that replay, watching Henderson with a great reverse around the other side as Dang was coming in for the block. Miller at the line, shooting his second of 2, made his first. And a chance to tie it with 9:02, and he does.
Miller, good for 2.
And BC trying to hype up the defense here as we get deeper and deeper into this second half. And right there, a great move and a block by Markel Brooks. And it knocks Will Young to the floor, but I'll tell you what, Young blew right past James Miller.
Yep.
Just left him behind.
Yes, he has an incredible first step, and that's what he's been using all night, just to give him enough space to let that ball go and get up on the rim.
Julian Wilson had an opportunity to give me a replay on that and missed it. Julian Wilson, in case you didn't know, is not only my partner in crime here on the broadcast, but he's also my production partner and runs our broadcast, including our replays, our scoreboard, and everything else that's necessary. We're working on some fancy new equipment for him as well. 57-57, just over 8.5 to go here in the second half. Dang comes away with the rebound once again. Lual with 8 rebounds so far in the game. Ball knocked out of bounds. And LA Valley will have it inbound with 24 on the shot clock. So a long way to go here. They've had 2 shot clock violations in the game tonight. We go several games without a shot clock violation. As Julian Wilson was pointing out earlier, nobody was saying anything when it was getting down toward the end. And Henderson may have gotten away with one there. Young got him up in the air on that one. And right behind Markel Brooks. And Young comes in and gets the block on Markel Brooks, who was trying to get the alley-oop feed. Davis fighting Lual down below.
Oh, wow.
And Lual is going to get called on the foul as he drags Davis to the ground. Davis refuses to reach up and grab Dang Lual's hand. And surprisingly, no foul is called on that play. The ball was out of bounds, and the Renegades have possession. Henderson backing down Lual. Comes away with it once again, a fantastic play.
I mean, you look at how he uses his feet under the basket. He has patience. He waited for everybody to come down before he took his shot.
Zyker Henderson now with 20 points in the game. And he's got 5 rebounds. I said earlier he has 11 double-doubles on the season. Good ball movement by LA Valley. And an easy shot for Will Young. And the game tied back up at 59. And a timeout is going to get called by LA Valley. You're watching Renegade Basketball. We'll be back with more right after this. Damari Davis and Danglual getting tangled up underneath the basket. And you can see him fighting for the ball down there. And the ball went out of bounds. No foul is called.
Wow.
And then Luell's trying to help him up off the ground, and Davis wasn't having any of it. But when we were thinking a foul was getting called, the ball had already gotten knocked out of bounds before the foul.
And I guess
if there was even a foul committed on that one, it's hard to say. They got just tangled up together.
I guess the rest of it was just a dance.
Yeah. 7 minutes to go here in the game. Renegades tied with LA Valley 59-59. Miller from way outside gets the three. And the drought of three-pointers is over for the Renegades for now. And BC really needed that one, as Miller was 0 for 2 prior to that. LA Valley working around outside, looking for the three-point shot, trying to even it up. Henderson comes away with the rebound. Henderson down to Famuso along the baseline. A great pass from Davis to Henderson, back to Famuso.
Yes.
Down low.
A nice touch.
And it had LA Valley looking all directions.
Yes.
Good ball movement by BC, and now with a 5-point lead and one of the biggest of the game for Bakersfield College.
The largest.
I know it's only 5 points, but wow. The Renegades scored 96 points in the game 3 weeks ago against this LA Valley squad, who is definitely really starting to pick things up, and the charge is going to get called on Henderson, and it didn't even hit him that hard. And BC just has this tendency for some reason to get charging fouls thrown against them. And Chris Clark's a smart play.
Yeah, and it wasn't because Henderson was out of control. He was just taking steps toward the basket. He just laid out as soon as he
Henderson just had position before Henderson got there. Nice stand corrected. That was Kirk that had position on Henderson. 5.5 to go in the game. BC leads by 5. And right now, it's as if LA Valley only wants to try three-pointers. They are not doing anything except for that off the rebound. And Gary Bird with the score. Henderson down the lane. And a great pass by Godwill Famuso, just watching him as he started to float right down the lane, gives him the dish and the score, and the lead is back to 5. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. LA Valley. And a great job there by Andy Porcayo throwing up the fadeaway jumper down on the baseline for the score, and there's really nothing that Damari Davis could do about that. Davis, he's going to try the three-pointer. That one's off the mark, picked up by Brooks on the rebound. Brooks with the floater off the front of the rim in the glass and back down and in. BC once again with a 5-point lead, 68-63. 4:15 to go in the game. And an easy shot. Just a 10-footer for Gary Bird. Nobody paying any attention to him down on the baseline. Let him go. And BC now under 4 minutes. Brooks from outside off the front of the rim. Rebounded and knocked out of his hands by Bird. And BC looking to try to tighten up the defense here. And again, Gary Bird scored 6 points in the last 3 trips down. And just keeping the Monarchs in this one. Now they only trail by 1.
Oh.
Dave's going to throw that one out of bounds. He's saying it was off the hands of somebody else, but it's not. And 3:22 to go, and a 1-point lead for the Renegades as that 6-point lead just evaporated. BC trying to hold off a very hungry LA Valley Monarch squad that would love to come in here and get a win on the Renegades, who have only lost 3 games here all season. And a lot of contact and no call down there on Chris Kirk as he knocks it out of bounds. And Tyron Tyler's going to check into the game for Markel Brooks now. Deng Luau is on the bench. We haven't seen him. They seem to be going with a smaller, quicker squad right now. Miller from outside. And a rebound by Godwill Famuso. And Famuso was deep underneath the basket, comes back. And the Renegade lead now at 3 with 2:45 to go. And Julian, I'll tell you what, on a night like tonight, on sophomore night, you would hope that some of those sophomores are playing with a little extra passion, being this their last regular season home game.
You know, I think every player that's been on the floor tonight for BC is playing like a sophomore. And that's a good thing, you know. It sets a good tone for the game. I know they didn't expect to be down as long as they were down in this particular game, but they're showing the control. I think BC's going to pull this out.
Tyron Tyler, Markel Brooks, Godwill Famuso, and Joaquin Rios are all sophomores tonight. This is their final regular season home game of the season. We'll be celebrating them immediately following today's game. 2:45 left on the clock. And really trying to get the Renegades to close this one out, 70-67. This will help them to improve to 8-5. They are currently tied in 3rd place in the South Division and really need a win here to keep their hopes alive for a postseason play. For LA Valley, that's all but a foregone conclusion. That's just not going to happen.
Right.
But now we're talking there's nothing to lose, so you're going to leave everything on the floor that you possibly can. And that's the dangerous part about playing a team like that. When they're 2-10 in conference, they have nothing to lose. And right now, they're playing like a team that is not 2-10. They're playing like a 10-2 team.
Exactly. And the best thing they could do is be a spoiler. So
70-67, 2:35 on the clock. And again, a nice give up there by Sean Morgan to Will Young. Nobody keeping an eye on Young, who was just traveling down into the paint. Morgan was double teamed and gave that one up. Now Tyler for the 3-pointer. And a foul is going to get called on the floor. And that looks like it's going to go against Andy Percayo. He got a little bit underneath Godwill Famuso and pushed him down toward the basket. And now BC, with 2:08 on the clock and a 1-point lead, will get an inbound underneath. It's going to be knocked away by Gary Bird and out of bounds. LA Valley, just a fantastic job on defense against this Renegade squad tonight. And a nice inbound by Davis to Henderson. And that's one of the problems that dealing with Zykeer Henderson underneath is his ability just to go up and get the ball, because he climbs that ladder well.
And you notice he didn't bring the ball down. He kept it up.
Famuso with 3 fouls still, has not had one single foul here in the second half. That one outside to Percayo. Tyler rather, comes down with a rebound. Henderson was all the way down the court looking for the ball. And right now, he's got a little bit of a mismatch on Percayo. And a 3-pointer by Tyron Tyler. And now the lead is 6 for the Renegades with 1:20 left to go in the game. BC could slow this thing and run the clock as much as they want now with a 6-point lead. Percayo, he gets blocked by Famuso. And BC now has a chance to put the dagger in this one. And can't. 3 Renegades are back, and they're outnumbered 4-2 down below. And they're saying he goaltended, but he didn't touch the ball. He missed it. The official's looking right at it. And we want to go back and have a look at that. And a little tussle down below. They're going to get that sorted out. But going back to the play, as we can see it, he swung, but he missed, and they're saying that they wanted to call that, but there was no contact on the ball. But then a little bit of a tussle, and now we kind of have things straightened around. Yeah, he didn't even make contact. Mamuso missed the ball. And we can even go back and pause that. I played with the pause function on there. Julian Wilson thinks that he has way too much to do already.
Let's do that.
We're going to go back and take a look once again in slow motion as they try to sort this one out. And on the replay right there, and he's going to rebound that, but let's rewind that a little bit.
He's still on the rebound. There we go. Wow.
So it just missed. So they're going to sort out who's going to be in some trouble here and who's not.
Yes.
Yeah, Famuso missed on the swing. He whiffed on it completely. So there was no goaltending, so that's a good call by the officiating crew. But now they got to sort out who's going to be in trouble and who's not.
And you know what? Odd that it flared up right there. I mean, they've played an entire game. There's not been a whole lot of tussling. For some reason, it all flared up right there.
BC with a 75-69 lead as they sort out all the technical fouls. BC did come away with the ball on that, but on a jump ball, the possession arrow actually is pointing to the Monarchs, so they could have an inbound, and the official is pointing the direction, jump ball, and he's going to go ahead and give it to the Monarchs. So the Monarchs with possession, 75-69. So BC, they're looking to hold off this squad. They got a 6-point lead with 50 seconds left to go, and the Monarchs inbounding the ball. And just got it in. That one's going to be off of Tyron Tyler and out of bounds now. And only 3 seconds off the clock. And now a timeout is going to get called. You're watching Renegade Basketball, and we'll be back with more and the end of this one after this. .20 seconds left on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock. And a foul's going to go against Markel Brooks on that one. And that's going to send Porcayo to the line to shoot 2. BC once again not entirely in foul trouble tonight, but now they have 7, and that puts LA Valley into the bonus now. So BC's going to inbound the ball. They can take all the time in the world that they need, all the way down the court. Tyler's going to miss. And Famuso comes in with a grin on his face. And the score. And that gives Godwill Famuso 4 points tonight. And BC's going to come up with that one. 23 seconds left on the clock. And I don't know if LA Valley's going to try and foul or not. And they cough that one up. Famuso comes up with it, and that's going to pretty much do it. So BC wins over the LA Valley Monarchs 77-71 on sophomore night. Leading scorer for the Renegades, Zakir Henderson with 20 points, followed by Markel Brooks with 13. We'll be back with player interviews right after this.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegade, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step under, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure.
Over here. Gotta get in close. There. Get close. Here we go. We're back with Zakir Henderson and Markel Brooks. A fantastic performance by both of you guys tonight. 20 points for you, 13 for you. One shy of a double-double, by the way. You had 9 rebounds. What a fantastic game tonight. What did you guys have to do to pull this one out?
We just have to lock in more. We came in just wanting to play around. You know, sophomore night, good energy. All the guys are excited, you know. Coach came in the locker room, got on us, you know, put the reality inside our head that we still got to go to playoffs. So that just changed everything around. We just came in, matched our aggression.
You took over from the beginning of this thing and just ran the whole time. Great in the paint. A little bit better performance than you had last Saturday. But what do you attribute to today?
I just came to hoop. That's all I can say.
That's all you're going to give me, Zakir. All right. Hey, so it's sophomore night. This is your last regular season home game. I've been watching you play for 2 years, man. Tell me how it feels.
Surreal, man. Just can't believe it's all over. He's got to look around, taking it all in, you know. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears putting on this floor. I'm just excited to be a Renegade, man. I'm glad I could come back and do my thing here, man. I really love it.
Markel Brooks, Zakir Henderson, great game today, guys. Have fun on sophomore night, my friend. And we'll be back with the remainder of this one after this. Great game tonight for the Renegades. They ended up getting the win. And boy, it wasn't an easy one either. 77-71, but you know, that score really isn't the score. I mean,
no.
That game was tied up. They were trailing for most of the game.
Right.
And really having trouble from beyond the arc.
Yeah,
not a great performance tonight by the Renegades from outside, shooting only 3 of 23 from three-point land.
Yeah, you know, and the Monarchs, we have to give it to them. They came down here to play, to be the spoiler, and they actually came out hot. You know, I thought personally that there were a lot of shots that they just kind of threw up there, and they may have even been surprised that some of them went in.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. But a fantastic effort, and now the Renegades improve to 8-5 in conference, and they have another game coming up this week. That game is going to be on Friday, February 20th at 5 p.m. at Canyons, a team that they beat earlier in the season. So BC really trying to hang on to get to the postseason. And right now we're celebrating sophomore night as there's God Will Famuso down on the court, getting hugs from coaches Carter.
Tom.
And McCall, yeah.
And Tom, these moments with these sophomores, you kind of forget about everything else. And you're looking at a young man and a young lady when it's the women's basketball that's getting ready to make a transition. And we all understand what transition looks like. So that's why this is so important that we take this time to recognize these athletes.
You're absolutely right. And I'll tell you what, it's a special moment for me as well. I've been the public address announcer at Frontier High School for the last 16 years. And I've watched God Will Famuso play ever since he was in high school. And I even announced him in the All-Star game several years ago and watched him play. I watched his younger brother play. A lot of these guys, we got to grow up with, Zykeer Henderson, another example. I watched him play since he was a freshman. He was a freshman at Frontier High School. So some of these kids, they do hold a special place for me.
Yeah.
And really just watching them all grow and develop into fantastic. Joaquin's another one at Centennial High School grad. I got to watch him play all through high school. He's a fantastic basketball player. And actually, I think Joaquin had some injuries this year that kind of, changed things. But he was a big part of this offense last year for the Renegades.
He was a huge
and never
part of
kind of, came back to that this year. He did have some of the injuries with his knee, but he's just now starting to pick up back where he left off.
Yes,
and so
Joaquin was always an X factor last year and this year. So, yeah, it's just like you said, those injuries kind of dampened his career a little bit here at Bakersfield College, but nonetheless, he still turned out a very good performance.
And not only that, he's a great kid.
Yes.
He was a fantastic young man and somebody that you really like to vote for and pull for as much as you possibly can. So that's going to do it for sophomore night here at BC. The Renegades once again beat the LA Valley Monarchs 77-71. We'll be back with the ladies program coming up in about 20 minutes.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegades, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this.
So we're back for just a second because I missed Markel Brooks. And for some reason I thought that they had already called him, so we missed it, but we didn't want to. Markel brought the biggest family group of family members anybody.
Markel Brooks and your family, we are very sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
He was standing around out there as if he had already been introduced.
I thought that he had already been introduced, but apparently I was wrong about that. But, what can I say about Markel Brooks? A young man out of Golden Valley High School, a program at Golden Valley not really highly touted in the basketball community here in Kern County. But Markel, one of the top basketball players at Bakersfield College for the last 2 years. Just a fantastic young man and really has just a fantastic ability to elevate and score. He can shoot from outside. He can dribble the ball. He's 6'7".
Yes.
And you know what? At the next level, that's exactly the kind of guy that people are looking for.
Right. And I'm glad that we had the opportunity and I had the opportunity to get to know him these past 2 seasons. And he's going to do something at the next level. He's going, and he knows it. And so, Markel, to you and your family, we are wishing you all the best. And all our sophomores, we're wishing you all the best. We will follow you, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you, Julian Wilson. So, once again, we will be back for the women's program coming up in just a few minutes.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegades, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step thunder, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queens of the court, we command respect. Every bucket heavy like a paycheck. From the warm-ups to the final, we locked in, yeah, we built for a war. Heart, hustle, passion in the veins. Renegade pride, yeah, we bring that flame.
Hear that crowd when we take the floor. Energy up, can't ignore. When the ball tip off that glass, whole gym know who running. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate.
Full court press, yeah, we set the tone. No fly zone, better leave it alone. Cross you up, splash that three. Crowd jump when we hit that heat. Every play built on grind and trust. One squad strong, yeah, it's all of us. Championship mindset every night. Eyes on banners, yeah, we aim that high. Fast lanes, quick hands, sharp vision. We execute with precision. Lady renegades never fold. Heart of a lion, yeah, we bold. Stomp, clap, let's go. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Who's how? Renegade house. Who runs it? We run it now.
New walls, new roars, same ambition. Every season, write a new tradition. History made every time we play. Renegade Nation, lead the way. Renegades, renegades, hands up high, let them know we dominate. Renegades, renegades, this our time, this our floor, we elevate.
Renegades, no time to waste. We bring the heat and drop the flames. The game's ours to take. Renegade. Renegade. We ball so hard, you already know. It's the Renegades, we put on a show. Going so hard, no we can't stop. Ball till we fall all the way to the top. Game time, baby, let's go. You don't want it with us, you don't want us. Renegades, no time to waste. We bring the heat and drop the flames. The game's ours to take. Renegade. Renegade. Welcome to the place where it all goes down. We came to make it rain, this is our town. Ain't no team that we fear, we put in work. We taking off like a rocket, lifting up the earth. There's no other team like us. We taking over, renegades. Rise up, renegades. No time to waste. We bring the heat and dry the flames. Game's on Tuesday. Renegades. Renegades.
My name is Tyler. I'm from Bakersfield, California. I play men's basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was 5 years old. Growing up, my dad was one of my biggest inspirations with basketball. He always was pushing and playing basketball inside his early years, and so whenever he fell in love with it, I kind of wanted to persuade and just make it to the NBA for him. I chose to come here because it's a lot of local guys that play on the team, and a lot of these guys I know personally or I play with in like AAU or things like that. So getting to play with them as us being rivals or something, like getting to play with them is something big, and also we all get to share our experiences on the court. I usually handle my personal life before everything else. I tend to procrastinate a lot. So with homework and things like that, I tend to do it last minute, but it gets done. It's just last minute, but I'm still on top of everything. I would say for any new athletes that want to join basketball or any sport, just to stay focused and don't let outsiders get to you. A lot of people are going to say a lot of different things, but as long as you put the work in and you push yourself to the level that you think that you can get there. There is nobody out there that hasn't went through anything in a negative way. You're going to go through your ups and downs, either negative or positive, but just continue to push. 5 years from now, I'm 20 years old currently, so I'll be 25. 5 years from now, I see myself owning my own business, most likely real estate, or getting into the marketing field. And I see myself in the NBA for sure. I don't know what team yet. Any team that drafts me, I'll be gladly happy for that. And I see myself modeling for some type of clothing brand, possibly PhDs or any type of brand for sure.
Hi, I'm Beyonce Fimbres. I'm playing basketball here at BC. I've been playing basketball since 3rd grade. I just saw the sport and I kept playing it since 3rd grade because I've been playing it for NOR back then, and I just kept playing with it and I just fell in love with it. My favorite memory was back in high school when I didn't have a car, and my mom, I had to wake her up for like those 6 a.m. practices, and it was just always so much fun just having to do that and then going to go see my coaches and playing and like all of that. I enjoy meeting different type of people. The environment that they like have over here, I really do enjoy it. If not at a pro level, then perhaps even in coaching. I do see myself teaching people at NOR to have someone just like me growing up and help them out. So I do see myself in that area. I don't like losing. I'm a very competitive person, so every time I see someone who works harder or does better than me, it makes me want to work harder. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Always look for the hard stuff and get comfortable in that, and then work up to work harder.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegade, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step under, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queens of the court, we command respect. Every bucket heavy like a paycheck. From the warm-ups to the final, we locked in, yeah, we built for a war. Heart, hustle, passion in the veins. Renegade pride, yeah, we bring that flame.
Hear that crowd when we take the floor. Energy up, can't ignore. When the ball tip off that glass, hold you know who running. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades,
press, yeah, we set the tone. No fly zone, better leave it alone. Cross you up, splash that 3. Crowd jump when we hit that heat. Every play built on grind and trust. One squad strong, yeah, it's all of us. Championship mindset every night. Eyes on banners, yeah, we aim that high. Fast lanes, quick hands, sharp vision. We execute with precision. Lady renegades never fold. Heart of a lion, yeah, we bold. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Who's house? Renegade house. Who runs it? We run it now.
New walls, new roars, same ambition. Every season, write a new tradition. History made every time we play. Renegade Nation, lead the way. Renegades, renegades. Hands up high, let them know we dominate. Renegades, renegades. This our time, this our floor, we elevate.
Renegades, no time to waste. We bring the heat and drop the flames. The game's ours to take. Renegades, renegades. We ball so hard, you already know. It's the renegades. We put on a show, going so hard, no we can't stop. Ball till we fall all the way to the top. Game time, baby, let's go. You don't want it with us, you don't want it with us. Renegades, no time to waste. We bring the heat and drop the flames. The game's ours to take. Renegades. Welcome to the place where it all goes down. We came to make it rain, this is our town. Ain't no team that we fear, we put in work. We taking off like a rocket, lifting up the earth. There's no other team like us. We taking over, renegades. Rise up, renegades. No time to waste. We bring the heat and dry the flames. Game's on to take. Renegades, renegades.
Coming to you from the Renegade Athletic Complex on the campus of Bakersfield College, where tonight the Bakersfield College Renegades take on the LA Valley Monarchs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Myers, joined by my broadcast partner, Jenny Lewis, and our producer, the Doctor, Julian Wilson. And the 18-8 Renegades are currently in second place in the conference's South Division at 10-2. They're also in third place overall in the entire Western State Conference right now, an incredible turnaround from last year. They'll take on the Monarchs today, led by their 5'4" freshman guard, Aaliyah Muhammad, who is averaging 17 points per game. The only player in double figures for the Monarchs. She's supported by two freshman forwards, Andrea Villa and Valerie Enzoro. They both average 8 points per game. And now we'll go down to the court and public address announcer John Candelaria for introductions of today's starting lineups.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader, where the Los Angeles Valley Monarchs take on your BC Renegades. Please welcome the starting 5 for the visiting Los Angeles Monarchs. Wearing the number 1, Leilani Richards. Wearing the number 2, Alaya Surpas. Wearing the number 4, Gabriela Ariano. Wearing the number 12, Alaya Muhammad. Wearing the number 21, Andrea Villa. Head coach for the Monarchs, Monica Haynes. And now the starting lineup for your BC Renegades. Tonight wearing the number 1, Danny Tolentino. Wearing the number 3, Jamie Niederbaumer. Wearing the number 4, Lay Araniva. Wearing the number 5, Lex Ramirez. And wearing the number 14, Diamond Brownlee. Head coach for your Renegades, Grant Bingham.
Thank you, John Candelaria. Once again, I'm Tom Myers. Jenny Lewis, great to have you back here again, once again on the broadcast. And BC, they're led by scorer Danica Tolentino, averaging 17 points per game on the season. Jamie Niederbaumer and Lexi Ramirez are right there with her, averaging in double figures as well. On the defensive end, sophomore Diamond Brownlee and freshman Leilani Araniva have been crucial in shutting down opposing offenses. Look for their names to be called often this evening. And, give me a little bit of your thoughts about this season.
I think it's been such a great season. It's been such a dramatic difference. You can see the girls on the court, the camaraderie. You can see the girls on the bench lifting them up. I think that's a real testament to the coaching staff that Grant has hired and also to him himself.
Yeah, this starting lineup has to get started quickly, because they have the ability to just start taking off. And actually, they played a 24-15 first quarter against this squad back on January 26th. At LA Valley. So BC looking to get off to a quick run early. They won that game 70-63, but here at home they play a whole other game. And that one just blocked. Ramirez goes up and scores.
She's doing exactly what she should do. She's posting up under the net for 2 attempts. One of them went in. She'll get more comfortable as the game moves on.
Absolutely. 30 seconds gone here in the first quarter. Renegades with the first score of the game, and Brownlee comes down with the rebound. Tolentino on the break. Pulls up to set up the offense. Araniva to Brownlee down low. Comes back out to Niederbaumer. Niederbaumer throws up the floater off the rim and down.
I really would have liked to seen Araniva take that shot. She was wide open and did not have a single defender on her.
And a fire from way outside.
Lost her balance and still
Aaliyah Muhammad. And they're only going to say that she had a foot on the line, so she's only going to get 2 points for that one. But wow, way, way outside. BC working around the perimeter. Ramirez is tough. She's going to fire from outside. That one's going to be off the mark. Both teams looking like they're going to want to run tonight. And another shot from way outside by Muhammad.
Niederbaumer with a really important rebound there to gain control so we can run a clean offense. Arneva still not wanting to take those shots.
Outside to Brownlee. That one's going to be off the mark. But Arneva comes down with the rebound. That's going to be off Muhammad and out of bounds. I got a feeling we'd be calling Aaliyah Muhammad's name all night long.
I think you're right.
Aaliyah Muhammad, the leading scorer on the squad, 5'4", and it was a conversation about which 5'4" player that is the leading scorer on the squad is going to show up tonight. Is it going to be Danica Tolentino for the Renegades or Aaliyah Muhammad for the Monarchs?
Brownlee was out of position for that rebound. Clearly did not gain control.
Oh, a nice dish underneath. And it just sits on the rim and the score. Andrea Villa. And what a great second pass.
Perfectly executed play.
7:40 left to go in the first quarter. BC trailing 4-2. And again, BC scored 24 points in that first quarter against LA Valley compared to their 15 in their last contest.
Nice.
Oh, and a nice pass by Lexi Ramirez.
That was beautiful. She saw that her teammate was under the net, available for the shot. Instead of taking it herself, she dumped it off. Selfless play.
Game tied back up at 4, just over 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. A nice drive down the baseline by Gabriela Ariano for the score.
We're seeing some pretty consistent scoring right now by the Monarchs. I think that's why the score is just slightly lopsided at the moment.
Tolentino around the horn, comes back out. Arneva still a little reticent to take that shot. Ramirez driving baseline. Gives it up to Brownlee, who drops the ball. Had a perfect pass and an opportunity to score. Tolentino with 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and it's going to go out of bounds.
She was rushed. She had a defender in her face. She was watching the shot clock. Didn't take her time.
Couple of missed opportunities on that possession.
We're a little hesitant right now shooting threes. That's okay. It's early. We have time.
BC trailing 6-4. 6:19 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Good defense by Tolentino, Tolentino. Great defense.
Brownlee got a handle on the ball, and the Renegades get the turnover. That went up to Niederbaumer just over her outstretched hands and out of bounds.
I think we need to slow the game down a little bit right now. We need to get in control, not make sloppy passes. Let's lower our turnover rate.
5:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. Muhammad from outside once again. And looking for contact on that one. It's going to be out of bounds by Aaliyah Serpis. Renegades will have possession. And now Mia Samaniego, who gets hot from behind the arc every once in a while. Look for her to get some opportunities out there.
With the way these Monarchs are playing, it would be an important game for Mia Samaniego to turn it on. So I'd really like to see her offensively tonight.
So a stop and play there. Not really sure what the call was. I missed it. And unfortunately, our stats are down right now. We'll have to figure out when they get those back up and running. We may have to go back to the old-fashioned way of keeping score.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
5:29 to go in the first quarter. Renegades trailing LA Valley 6-4. Niederbaumer throws up the floater. That one misses. Brownlee comes down with the rebound, but instead of going right back out, she dribbled out. And a missed opportunity for Diamond Brownlee.
Really like to see her be a little quicker and a little more aggressive on offense.
Here comes Arneva traveling all the way down and scores. And Leilene Arneva has that ability.
Great layup. Perfect touch on the glass. Soft, controlled, excellent execution.
BC plays well in transition when they're running a fast break offense.
Great rebound by Diamond Brownlee. That's what we like to see out of her.
4:43 left to go here in the first quarter. Renegades tied it up at 6 apiece. And a steal by Muhammad out there off of Samaniego. Ramirez on Ariano. That's a matchup that we're going to want to see all night long. The two of them about the same height. And a foul, that's going to get called on Leilani Richards. Richards reaching right over the top of Diamond Brownlee, knocking that one out of bounds.
Man, Diamond Brownlee is playing her tail off right now. She is hustling on defense.
So a lot of players checking in and out. Nadia Zepeda coming in for the Monarchs now. 4:14 on the clock, 6-6.
You know, the Monarchs have a deep bench. We've talked about this many times. They're going to have more fresh legs than some of the other teams that we've played against in league. Conference.
Yeah, we're going from high school to
I'm
college.
sorry.
It's a little more complicated, but it's all right. And Tolentino with the spot-up jumper for the score. Now the Renegades with the first lead of the game, 8-6. That's going to go right off the knee of Diamond Brownlee. Tolentino driving this 3-on-1. Pulls up, hits the jumper, misses.
I like the aggression, but sometimes it's tough to make that play because you don't have any rebounders down there for you.
BC tightening up on defense right now as the Monarchs working around the edge. There's nobody down in the paint for them right now.
Great rebound by Danica Tolentino.
Danica Tolentino, one of the top rebounders on this squad for the Renegades, and that's why.
I love it. She just gets herself in there.
Lexi Ramirez trying to back down into the paint. Runs into a log jam with 3 Monarchs. It was a 3-on-1 there with nobody on the outside. And a try by Samaniego, and it misses off the mark. 2:40 left to go in this first quarter.
Good rebound.
Tolentino once again with the rebound. Samaniego driving, throws up the floater. That one's just over. Brownlee throws it up. It's over the other way.
Got to use the backboard on both of those shots. The backboard has got to be used.
And right now it seems that LA Valley is getting good looks.
I think LA Valley is really competitive right now in this game.
They were outscored by 9 in the first quarter in that game 3 weeks ago.
Seems like a different team tonight.
We said the same thing about the men's program. And a travel is going to get called.
I think that was the right call.
And beautiful Vasquez checking into the game for the first time tonight, along with Jamie Niederbaumer coming back into the game. And like you said, LA Valley just going to rotate in players at will with that deep bench.
Sure do. They have
a lot different than the bench last week that BC faced with that team of 3. And that was Citrus. Citrus had 3 bench players, only 8 on the entire squad that they had brought to Bakersfield.
So this is going to be a game of who is well conditioned, who has fresh legs when we are entering into that fourth quarter.
So look for Nevaeh Matthews to probably come in a little bit, along with Carly Hayes. We should see Beyonce Fimbres quite a bit too. 1:23 left to go in the first quarter. Renegades leading 8-6. Tolentino trying to get free. Ramirez backs down into the paint, draws contact, no call.
Not getting the calls that she wants.
That was good defense by number 25, Angelina Borsinas.
The Monarchs are running a great swing offense. It's keeping BC on their toes.
They're just not getting the shots. That's the only problem that they're having right now. Ramirez driving, tries to use the glass. It's a little too hard. And now the clock's down to 35.
Oh, what a beautiful
Oh, nice
shot.
spin move and a shot by Aliyah Muhammad.
It was such a technically sound shot.
Game tied up now at 8. 1 second, the differential between the shot clock and the game clock. BC's going to try to run it all the way down and get the last opportunity here for the first quarter.
Nice screen. I hope she makes this.
Tolentino, once again, a little too hard off the glass, and the Renegades are not getting anything to fall. Niederbaumer throws it up, and it goes!
At the buzzer!
Jamie Niederbaumer hits it at the buzzer. It's a two-pointer. It will count. And the Renegades end the first quarter with a 10-8 lead. You're watching Renegade Basketball. We'll be back after this.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegade, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step under, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queens of the court, we command respect. Every bucket heavy like a paycheck. From the warm-ups to the final, we locked in, yeah, we built for a war. Heart, hustle, passion in the veins. Renegade pride, yeah, we bring that flame.
Hear that crowd when we take the floor, energy up.
Coming back out of the first quarter into the second. And Jamie Niederbaumer with a great play there to end the first half.
I love the fact that she was not scared. She paid attention to the clock. She knew she had time. And she took the shot and it went in like nothing but net.
And a great steal
Her head
to
was,
get that score.
And her head was clear, you know, like that's the Jamie Niederbaumer that we know and love. She just makes it look easy.
Well, and the funny thing is that shot doesn't look any different than the three-point shot that she throws up usually. The unconventional flipping of the ball from down around her waist all the way up is very unconventional, but she manages to make it work. The best three-point shooter on this squad for Bakersfield College.
She looks like she's having fun, you know, that's the best part. She can be relaxed and she can have fun and her shots fall.
I think Tolentino missed out on she could have driven to the right all the way down to the basket. That lane was just left open and she missed it. Araniva working down low on Villa. She comes away with the rebound, fighting it out. And so trying to see what the call is on that.
Do you think it was 3 in the key?
I think they're calling a 3-second violation against LA Valley.
She's so cute. Did you see Arniva? A little shrug of the shoulders.
A little shrug of the shoulders. Take whatever you'll give us. 1 minute gone already here in the second quarter. Niederbaumer just trying to get free. And obviously they've scouted her pretty well. Brownlee comes away with the rebound. Gets it back out to Tolentino on the perimeter. And Vasquez had an opportunity there. Tolentino, and a nice cut back to her left. But the block, a fantastic block by number 4, Gabriela Ariano. And as I said, Ariano plays a lot like Lexi Ramirez. She moves well on her feet, and she has a little bit of length.
Wide open up there.
That one just rattles in and out. Niederbaumer from outside and throws up the floater. And that one doesn't go. Arniva right there to get the rebound. She's going to draw the foul and go to the line.
That was so important that she was there for that rebound. She was able to go up, didn't make it, but she got the foul, which that sends her to the line for 2 shots.
Gabriela Ariano gets called for the foul. Lexi Ramirez now checking back into the game for the Renegades. And Ardeneva going to the line. She'll shoot 2 here. On the season, Leilene Ardeneva shooting 74% from the free throw line. Doing a pretty good job. Not a lot of three-point attempts. But shooting from the field, she's 36%.
Nice.
Nice contact by Brownlee.
Tolentino came in out of nowhere to grab that rebound. I hear lots of communicating tonight on the court.
Niederbaumer right at the top of the key there. And now the Renegades showing a little bit of stretching of the offense with a 13-8 lead. And 2.5 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Oh, and a nice pass by Richards down underneath. And the Renegades are going to get called for the foul on that play. Niederbaumer with the foul. Andrea Villa now going to the line. Villa shooting 57% from the free throw line this season. And the Jamba Juice logo is out. We'd like to thank Jamba Juice for their support of Renegade women's basketball all season long. Go to one of their 5 locations located around here in Bakersfield. In support of the Renegade basketball program, any game where there's a Jamba Juice logo that goes up, if they miss both foul shots, everybody in the crowd gets a free Jamba Juice coupon. BC with a 13-10 lead. And just under 3 minutes gone here in this second quarter. And a foul's going to get called on Lexi Ramirez. And I think she just pushed, and she's kind of looking at the same as all of us. I think she was pushing her way down the lane and maybe threw an elbow, and that's where they called the foul.
I mean, that is just so tough sometimes I mean, she's trying to post up. She's trying to get big and get strong, and you get called for a foul. It is incredibly frustrating as a player.
Didn't we have a conversation or 10 about how you fouled out of pretty much every game you played here at Bakersfield
I
College?
don't know if I can confirm or deny that anymore. I might redact my statement. I think Coach Dahl
it wasn't you. We know it wasn't your fault. We know.
Didn't Coach Dahl call me mean? She did. All right, I was mean when I was playing basketball. I'm not mean outside of basketball.
A blocking foul is going to get called. That's going to go against number 4, Gabriela Ariano. And that'll send Jamie Niederbaumer to the line.
Look at this leadership right here by Lexi Ramirez, calling her team in before that free throw. I love seeing that leadership. She's only a freshman.
Yeah, Jamie, we've got a lot of freshmen on this squad, which is really a good thing because the squad next year, there's a lot of players that are coming back. There's only 3 sophomores on the squad, and that's Diamond Brownlee, Rachel Green, and Isabel Aceves, who is redshirting. And I don't know if she's out for the season because of an injury or if she's going to make her way back. We don't know that yet. But a lot of freshmen going to make their way back to this squad for next year. LA Valley, and a great job by Marisol Jernigan making her way down the lane in for the easy layup.
Our defense just wasn't able to stop it. It was a great move.
And BC right now is not giving any opportunities down in the paint. LA Valley just keeps crashing down on defense.
Diamond Brownlee got a finger in the eye right there, and that hurts. She's still feeling it. Nice rebound by Lexi Ramirez.
Ramirez comes away with the rebound, gives it over to Niederbaumer. 5:34 left to go here in the second quarter.
And we're seeing Grant Bingham tell the team to slow it down and run an offense.
Tolentino at the top of the key. That one's way off the mark.
The play was executed well, though, even though she missed the shot. So I'd like to see them run that again.
And that's easily going to be a foul against Lexi Ramirez.
Darn.
Running into Gabriela Ariano, just kind of knocking her down. And sometimes that aggressive play of defense is a little bit of a frustration foul.
Yeah.
You don't get the call on one end, so you make them pay on the other.
Sometimes you just don't, your body, you don't mean to hit the person that hard. You just don't, and you do because you're in motion. It's just part of the game.
Just over 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Renegades leading 15-12 on LA Valley.
Great hands right there. Beautiful Vasquez.
And it was a good look inside for Valerie Anzora. Samaniego taking an opportunity down in the corner, couldn't get it to go. That's going to be off the hands of Liliana Cornejo and out of bounds. BC with a 15-12 lead.
We talked about her earlier, and you pointed her out very quickly, but Aaliyah Muhammad, man, she is in on every play. She's getting so many rebounds. She's almost touching the ball at every turn. I see her, she's there.
Carly Hayes checking into the game for the Renegades as Leilene Araniva is going to get a little bit of a break. And she goes over to the trainer's table, looking like she's going to have to get taped up a little bit, kind of looking down towards her knee.
We don't like to see that.
So we'll keep you posted on Leilene Araniva. Beautiful Vasquez.
Be careful,
throws up
Carly
the
Hayes.
shot and misses. Hayes just over the back a little bit, but kind of pulled back at the last minute.
I saw that too.
BC has to maintain Muhammad, and Samaniego has been tasked with guarding her. Nice screen there. Back outside to Muhammad. And the travel is going to get called. She shuffled her feet just a little bit too much.
Great defense. We see our assistant coach down there, Emery, who was one of my coaches, saying, hands up, straight up. Don't get your body in her. He's trying to encourage these girls not to get that foul.
Samaniego doing a good job of cutting off her exit pattern, and that made her shuffle her feet and gets called for the travel. And now BC still with a 15-12 lead.
Way outside, and she drains the three.
What a shot from way outside. Now the Renegade lead is 6 with 3:43 left to go in the second quarter. And the Monarchs trying to
nice rebound.
Double up on that one. No good. Samaniego hustles up the court. Gives it cross court to Niederbaumer. Niederbaumer took a look for a second. Step back with the jumper. That one's off the front of the rim. But Niederbaumer's going to be there for the rebound. A lucky bounce.
Now let's run a play here.
Again, there's a number of players for the Monarchs down in the paint right now. There's 3 of them down in the paint, so nobody on the outside. Samaniego's all alone out there on the corner, and they're not paying any attention to her whatsoever. And the problem is when you've got 3 defenders in the paint, you really got to do something about that.
There definitely was some time spent in the key there. Maybe we will just pass right on over that observation.
Just under 3 minutes to go. And a nice pass underneath to Angelina Barcenas.
The Monarchs executed that play so well.
And it was a long pass, too.
Good, solid, strong passes.
And the foul's going to get called on that one. And the foul's going to be on number 25, Angelina Barcenas. So did a good job on one end and then makes the mistake on the other. And Vasquez kind of coming up a little bit lame as she drew contact. Going to the line. Vasquez shooting 75% from the stripe today, or this season rather. As a team, BC shooting 67% from the free throw line. That's better than some men's college basketball programs at the high level.
Yeah, very consistent at the free throw line.
Brownlee checking back in the game, and Vasquez is going to have a seat. .235 and counting to go here in the second quarter. LA Valley trying to spread the court and doing a pretty good job at it, but Brownlee blocks the pass.
She shut down that entire offense.
And potentially a score because there was nobody on the backside guarding LA Valley. And a travel's going to get called there on Niederbaumer. Once again, one step too many. On that last play down, Angelina Barcenas was all alone down there on the baseline and trying to get that extra pass. Maybe should have gone bounce pass instead of over the top because Brownlee was right there to disrupt it.
Brownlee's got the height, so she's got the arms. So you're right, a bounce pass would have been more effective.
And give it up for LA Valley running really good offense today. And then something like that where Barcenas is just going to drive all the way to the basket with nobody in her way. And now it's 19-16 as LA Valley is just kind of hanging around. Tolentino, again, too hard off the glass. And we don't have in-game stats right now. We're still working on that.
Oh.
And that one just thrown, I think a prayer was just thrown up on that one for the score. And now it's 19-18, BC leading. So that one's just off the mark. BC down low. Trying to keep the Monarchs at bay here. Niederbaumer comes away with the rebound. Araneva driving, gives it up to Brownlee, who's underneath the basket and scores. A great extra pass by Leilene Araneva.
Good, how are you? Good.
45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Renegades with a 3-point lead. Game clock down to 30. Shot clock's at 21. Hayes with a shot. That was just off the mark, and now the shot clock is off. And LA Valley will get a last chance here. They're going to fire away immediately. Hayes comes down with the rebound over to Brownlee. Brownlee gives it up to Tolentino. Game clock down to 7. Tolentino on the outside could have taken the shot. She's going to drive up off the glass and scores. And BC's going to go into the locker room with a 5-point lead in a game that is really close, or has been so close so far in this first half. Julian Wilson, your thoughts?
It has been close. Yeah, I don't know that the Renegades were ready for it to be that close. I really thought they were going to come out and run away with this in the beginning. Let's see what happens in the second half.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, BC in their last contest, like I said, was up by several points in this first one. And now we're going to go down to Jenny Lewis and Coach Grant Bingham.
It's an exciting first half. Congratulations on the lead. I wanted to talk to you about a few things. Number one, you're 18-8 overall. You are 10-2 in conference. I know you're a humble guy, but to say that you have been a difference maker in this club would be an understatement. Can you talk a little bit about the successes that you've had this year with this team?
Yeah, I mean, this is the culmination of what we worked in the offseason for when we were recruiting these girls to come here. That was our main conversation with each of them, was the fact of like, hey, you're going to be here to set the foundation for what you want this program to be and what we want it to build into, and they've done exactly that, so I couldn't be prouder for them.
It's probably also got to be exciting that you have such a young staff. I think you only have 3 sophomores. So that's that momentum of all those freshmen they're going to carry into leadership next year. What do you expect from those freshmen this year to carry into their sophomore season?
Yeah, I'm so excited for them. I mean, that's a part of it. Like this is, I mean, yeah, we love to come out here and compete and to win games, but it's like I told them last week, all these are just opportunities for us to just go and put in the work and to grow and learn. Even if we win or lose, you get opportunity to learn. And so the fact that they've got the chance to now continue into next year and take what they've learned this year, that's the part where I'm again so proud of them.
A lot of credit goes to good leadership too. So thank you for taking this on.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Jenny Lewis with Grant Bingham, thank you very much. Renegades leading 23-18 over the LA Valley Monarchs. We'll be back with the second half coming up.
New house, new era, same dominance. Lady Renegades, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, light it up, lock it down, yeah, we elevate.
Walk in the building, lights on bright. New arena, new legacy tonight. Hardwood shining like the future we chase. Every step thunder, feel the ground shake. Fast breaks fly like we airborne. Defense tight, yeah, the pressure on. Queens of the court, we command respect. Every bucket heavy like a paycheck. From the warm-ups to the final, we locked in, yeah, we built for a war. Heart, hustle, passion in the veins. Renegade pride, yeah, we bring that flame.
Hear that crowd when we take the floor. Energy up, can't ignore. When the ball tip off that glass, whole gym know who running. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate. Renegades, renegades, run this floor, run this place, yeah, we dominate. Renegades, renegades, lock it down, break away, yeah, we elevate.
Full court press, yeah, we set the tone. No fly zone, better leave it alone. Cross you up, splash that three. Crowd jump when we hit that heat. Every play built on grind and trust. One squad strong, yeah, it's all of us. Championship mindset every night. Eyes on banners, yeah, we aim that high. Fast lanes, quick hands, sharp vision. We execute with precision. Lady Renegades never fold. Heart of a lion, yeah, we bold. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Stomp, stomp, clap, let's go. Who's house? Renegade house. Who runs it? We run it now.
New walls, new roars, same ambition. Every season, write a new tradition. History made every time we play. Renegade Nation, lead the way. Renegades, renegades, hands up high, let them know we dominate. Renegades, renegades, this our time, this our floor, we elevate.
Renegade, no time to waste. We bring the heat and drop the flames. The game's ours to take. Renegade. Renegade. We ball so hard, you already know. It's the Renegades, we put on a show. Going so hard, no we can't stop. Ball till we fall all the way to the top. Game time, baby, let's go. You don't want it with us, you don't want it with us. Renegades, no time to waste. We bring the heat and drop the flames. The game's ours to take. Renegade. Renegade. Welcome to the place where it all goes down. We came to make it rain, this is our town. Ain't no team that we fear, we put in work. We taking off like a rocket, lifting up the earth. There's no other team like us. We taking over, Renegades. Rise up. Renegades. No time to waste. We bring the heat and dry the flames. Game's on to take. Renegades. Renegades.
Welcome back for the second half of Bakersfield College Renegade basketball versus the LA Valley Monarchs. BC leading 23-18. Tom Myers with Jenny Lewis and the Dr. Julian Wilson. And Jenny, give me your thoughts about the first half.
That was such an exciting first half. Man, that was fun basketball to watch. I'm going to tell you, I loved every single minute, both of those quarters.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, my only problem is that BC scored 24 points in the first quarter of the previous meeting with this squad. They've only put up 23 so far in this half. The only good news about that is that they've held the Monarchs to 18 points. They scored 29 in the entire first half. And right there off the bat, a great pass down underneath to Leilene Araniva.
Grant Bingham seems very happy with how that play was executed. And even though it was a low-scoring first half, I think there were a lot of positive takeaways. And also that shows what excellent defense both teams are playing, which is also really fun to watch.
A lot of missed shots by LA Valley in that first half. And on the stat sheet, and we're looking for the stat sheets that they've given us are pretty involved. And I don't think I have enough time to try to find my way around, but they were field goal percentage was only 26% for LA Valley. And then for BC, well, there's two of them. Sorry, that's yours. This one's mine. For Bakersfield, their shooting percentage is 26%. So both teams really not knocking it out of the park for shooting outside. 25-18.
I still stick by the defense. I think they played very good defense. They weren't letting a lot. I mean, they just were kind of breaking down the other team's offense, both teams equally.
Leading scorer for the Renegades so far, Jamie Niederbaumer, has 9 points. For LA Valley, they have 4 players that have 4 points. Ariano Muhammad Villa and Barcenas.
Oh, that's what you were talking about, just not taking advantage of the bounce pass, just getting back to fundamentals.
Brownlee trying to drive around and into the lane and draws contact. And that foul's going to get called on number 4, Gabriela Ariano. And that's going to be her second personal foul, the first team foul of the quarter. A minute and a half gone here in the third quarter rather. Nice bounce pass. And a foul's going to get called.
Oh, she's frustrated.
And I know Araniva really wants that one back. And Tolentino does too, because she was cutting to the basket. And reaching out and grabbing a hold of her was Liliana Cornejo, who had lost her as Tolentino was running all the way down toward the basket. Niederbaumer from outside. That one off the glass. Brownlee with a good rebound. Brownlee once again with a rebound. Niederbaumer steps back from behind the three-point line, and that one doesn't go. So 3 opportunities for Jamie Niederbaumer, couldn't get one of them to fall.
Brownlee is getting beat up in the key. She is playing her heart out and is getting scratched and elbowed at every turn.
Well, another thing we talked about with Diamond Brownlee is her speed. She's very speedy for a gal at 5'11".
I agree. Oh.
And a nice shot down there on the baseline. Gabriela Ariano. Ariano now with 6 points in the game. And now Lexi Ramirez. That one's off the mark.
So what I'm observing here from the Monarchs is they're not playing a really tight defense right now. I think what they're conveying a message of, shoot, your shots aren't really falling. Go for it.
Yeah.
We'll grab the rebound.
Oh, a nice high one off the glass by Ariano. And now she's got 8 points really quick. 2 trips down, 2 scores. And BC doesn't have an answer for her at the moment. She's guarding Lexi Ramirez. Ramirez driving to her left. Comes back with her right hand inside off the glass.
Perfect play. She was patient. She saw the lane open, and she took it.
Niederbaumer with the block right there, disrupt the passing lane, comes away with the turnover and the score. And now a timeout is going to get called. And BC, with their biggest lead of the game at 7, back with more after this. And we're back coming out of the timeout. Renegades leading 29-22. 6:44 left to go in the third quarter. Jamie Niederbaumer with a really good cutoff in that passing lane for the score. That put BC up by 7, their biggest lead of the game so far. Another good look and a good rebound. A great look by Ariano, and then Jernigan tried to get the rebound and put it right back up. Ended up out of bounds. And once again, BC trying to disrupt the passing lane. Muhammad outside. Auderneva comes away with it. Jernigan with a couple of good tries on that last trip down, unable to convert. Auderneva looking for a second. Dribbles around, gives it up, down to Brownlee in the paint. Brownlee back to her left, throws that one up, and it's going to be out of bounds. And an opportunity missed by Diamond Brownlee, but hey, give it up on the defensive end for Liliana Cornejo, Andrea Villa. Villa doing a fantastic job down there on Brownlee.
Yeah, she is making it really difficult for Brownlee to get a clean shot off. Hands are straight up on defense. And overall, this has been a really low fouling game.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 2 fouls so far in the quarter, and we're halfway through in the third. Tolentino throws that one up, can't get it to go.
I don't think we have anyone in foul trouble on either team.
The most any one player has is 2. A nice pass by Muhammad down low. It's going to be called on the floor. And that's going to go on Layleen Areneva. That's going to be her first personal foul as Beautiful Vasquez and Mia Samaniego check in the game for the Renegades. Muhammad out there on the perimeter. You know, we haven't seen her check out of the game hardly at all today.
I don't think we will. I think she's playing all 40 minutes.
Vasquez now battling it out with Ariana down there along the baseline. So as soon as Ariana thought she was going to have it easily because Diamond Brownlee was going to be out of the game, Vasquez comes in. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. And just in time, what a fantastic pass by Muhammad to number 14, Valerie Enzoro.
I love to see that read. She was in motion and she saw the gap and executed that pass perfectly.
Enzoro was just waiting down there trying to get a hold of the ball and did. A good save by Vasquez as it was going out. And Areneva from outside gets the 3 to go.
Beautiful shot. I loved how balanced it was. She had so much confidence on that shot.
And then come down to the other side.
Got to play defense.
And Areneva wasn't paying attention. And right behind her, Valerie Enzora. And that's 2 scores in a row for Enzora. To hang close, it's down 6 points now.
I think the timeout was very appropriately called. The girls have got, if we make a shot, which is so great and so beautiful, you have got to hustle back and set up on defense.
4:12 left to go here in the third quarter. Tom Myers and Jenny Lewis, along with the Dr. Julian Wilson on production duties today. And he's just knocking it out of the park with those tons and tons of replays, even though I showed him how to do it earlier with the F12, function F12. He wasn't paying much attention to me, I think. We're going to have a conversation at the end of this one. Yeah, he's smiling right now at me, too. Julian, fantastic having you this season here on the broadcast. He doesn't know what I'm saying. That's right.
We could just be talking so much about him.
That's right.
But what we will say is he's literally the nicest man ever.
The very nice man, absolutely.
The nicest. Always has a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's made of about 265 pounds of meat, and he lifts boxcars for a living in the weight room. He uses boxcars. Trains. He pulls trains. He pulls trains down train tracks. That's what he does.
Are you a
and
CrossFitter?
and he chews on steel girders for the fun of it. He's looking at me. You look at him. He's keeping an eye on me. Okay.
I think he's going to take you down.
That's terrifying. He's a very large man, and he has peanut butter cups for us.
Which is exactly what I gave up
nice.
for Lent. So
you know I can't eat while I'm talking either.
I
so
can't eat because it's Lent.
Yeah. Tell him what else you gave up, Jenny Lewis.
You know, listen, I gave up cussing, okay? I gave up cussing. And Tom's making fun of me. He said, is that really that big of a problem for you? Surprisingly, guys, it is.
Wow.
I should be more ashamed.
Ramirez from way outside. That one actually contacted the wire, but there was a no call on it. But it doesn't really matter because it's going to end up in the hands of LA Valley like it should. The officials didn't see the wire make contact, but we did from up here. Thank you for my stat sheet back. It's not doing me any good.
I know.
So, they gave us a second
down.
one for another quarter
You're
here.
Still down, huh?
I'm still not. Yeah.
It's not working tonight.
So we apologize to any fans that want to follow stats at home on our GoGate site. And Mohammed once again from outside, one of the leading scorers on this squad tonight for LA Valley. And I really wish that we had point totals and statistics on this game, but we do not, as our electronic system is not working properly this evening.
But what we can say without stats is that she is so important to that squad. She is carrying these girls with her leadership, with her confidence, not to mention her scoring.
Absolutely. Marisol Jernigan is going to get called on the foul. That's going to send Leilene Araneva to the line. Tolentino checking back into the game for the Renegades. Araneva shooting 74% at the free throw line this season. 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. BC now with a 4-point lead. The final game of the regular season here at home. BC does have another game at Canyons on Friday, and that game time is 7 p.m. For more information, just go to our GoGades webpage at www.gogades.com. They do show that they're going to have a video of that game on our website right now. I don't know if that is pay-per-view or not. Mohammed from outside gets the three and pulls to within two.
We are going to have to figure out how to shut her down. We need a girl to stick on her, hand in her face, distract her, whatever it's going to take. But we cannot let her drain three after three after three.
Aaliyah Muhammad having a fantastic night tonight. Samaniego all the way across court trying for the three, gets it to go. What a fantastic pass across court for Samaniego to put the lead back to 5 with 2:22 to go in the third quarter.
Well, she was wide open. She took her time, took the shot.
Mohammed from outside gets that one to go.
She's unstoppable.
It was a
right
two-pointer.
now.
She was inside the arc, but nevertheless, it's that sidestep that she has and the ability just to shoot from there, which is just fantastic. And Tolentino's going to draw the foul, and that's going to send her to the line now.
I think that was a really smart and aggressive play by Tolentino. Drive the key, try to get the foul, and she did. So now she gets to go to the line.
Leilani Richards now with her first foul of the game. Vasquez is going to come out, as is Serpas, and checking back into the game for the Monarchs, number 4, Gabriela Ariano. Tolentino at the line, averaging 76% free throw shooting this season. BC with a 37-34 lead, 2:01 on the clock in the third quarter. Danica has been the leading scorer in pretty much every game this season, hasn't she? Pretty close to it.
I think this is not a team also that I would send to the line a lot. I mean, you can live and die by that line. It's good for us. If I were the Monarchs, I would be watching my fouls. I'm certainly not going to want to send Danica Tolentino to the free throw line.
Monarchs with 4 team fouls right now. One more puts the Renegades in the bonus. And the bonus in women's college basketball, once you get to 5, it's 2. They did away with the 7 fouls years ago. and that was per half. And a foul's going to get called. They're going to call an offensive foul. And that's going to go against Danica Tolentino. Well, I stand corrected. That's going to go against Leilani Richards. As the Monarchs had the ball, my mistake. And checking in now, Richards is going to come out, and Liliana Cornejo checking back into the game.
So it looks like she has 3 fouls.
She does, the most of anybody on that squad.
Yep.
BC with a 5-point lead and a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. And that's a push-off. You could see it as soon as Lexi Ramirez got up in the air. Right in the small of her back was Gabriela Arellano giving her a little shove. And she landed 2 feet from where she left.
Yep.
And it might have been more than like 3 or 4 feet from where she left.
You cannot make contact like that.
And that puts the Renegades now in the bonus.
Again, this is not a team I'm going to want to send to the bonus.
1:24 to go in the quarter. Renegades will shoot 2 from this point out. Ramirez misses her first shot. Lexi Ramirez and Gabriela Arellano, number 4, have been battling it out all night long. And she's actually been also on Diamond Brownlee as well.
Yes, really good defense, aggressive defense. But I would say the same about Lexi Ramirez. She is not one to be messed with. She's going to give you everything she's got in the key.
And so now Ariano's going to check out, and Valerie Ansora is going to check in. Anzora's 5'6". She looks a little bit taller than 5'6" from here. And Zora from outside misses. And a good rebound down below by Andrea Villa, but picked up by Leilene Araniva. Just kind of stole it from her and then coughs up the ball, trying to get it to Tolentino.
Great defense. She shut down that fast break.
And Jernigan lost the handle on the ball, had a chance for a layup, but when she lost it, that pretty much shot that one in the foot. And down under the basket, Valerie Ansora with the score, not giving up on the play. And now the lead for the Renegades is 4 with 33 seconds on the clock.
This is fast basketball. This is a lot of chaos. Great
Niederbaumer
pass.
from outside. Oh, that one got deep into the bucket. Shot clock is off, 18 seconds on the game clock. And Danica Tolentino is going to get called on the foul on Valerie Ansora. Down under the basket. I don't know where she was or what she was thinking when she just ran her over.
I think she was in motion. I would have said that she was going out of bounds on her own with her own momentum. That foul was unnecessary.
14 seconds on the clock. LA Valley can take the last shot here. Looking for it down low on Ramirez. Ramirez gets the turnover, but it's going to be too late. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching Renegade Basketball on Go Gates Go on YouTube. Back after this. Coming back for the fourth quarter, and Coach Paula Dahl looking on today.
With 2 former players.
with two former players.
Yep, she told me those are two of her girls that she coached.
Great having Paula here. BC leading 40-36 in the fourth quarter. And again, another fantastic drive by Ansora to the basket. And that was in the face of Lexi Ramirez, who just couldn't do anything to stop it. They're going to have to double team her down low. BC on the perimeter. Tolentino from way outside.
Nobody answers with a rebound. Well, Muhammad does. That's no surprise. She's fantastic.
Muhammad from outside. She does a good job, just the quick pull-up jumper,
Yep.
especially on that three-pointer. She's landed quite a few.
Nice rebound by Lex Ramirez there.
BC with just a 2-point lead now, led by as many as 6. Tolentino into the paint. Nice little floater up and in for the score.
So much control. She saw the play almost before it happened. Little jump shot, lots of confidence.
Mia Samaniego very interestingly trying to cover Muhammad like paint on a fence. And a nice jumper there by Marisol Jernigan. And BC just does not have an answer right now. And they're trading point for point. Araneva trying to drive in, runs into a brick wall.
Major pushes there. I'm surprised we didn't get the call 2 times.
Just over 8 minutes to go here in the game. BC with a small 2-point lead, and a charge is going to get called. And that was the hook, a hooking foul. Still waiting to see who they post that. They did post that on Aaliyah Muhammad, and it's her first foul of the game.
Mm-hmm. It was a little bit crowded for me to see in my vision. She had a couple of girls on her, and she was trying to cut towards the basket, so I didn't get to see where the elbow was thrown.
.8:03 to go in the game. Tolentino in traffic, trying to find a little bit of room. Ramirez down with a spin move, spins back, and then turns over the ball. And again, it's that wall that she keeps running into of Andrea Villa.
When she's in trouble, she has to slow down and execute really good passes.
Samaniego doing a good job down there on Muhammad.
Same team rebound.
Tolentino trying to come away with the rebound. Coughs it up, gives it up to Muhammad. Muhammad was just down there kind of waiting around. I don't know why she didn't get back on defense, as if she knew they were going to come up with the ball, and there she was, and now the game tied up at 42. Another turnover by the Renegades. And a great job passing by LA Valley, and a score by Leilani Richards off the feed from number 12, Aaliyah Muhammad. And now they're in the lead 44-42 for the first time in the second half.
We've talked about momentum so much throughout this season, and we are seeing a momentum shift right now. So no doubt Grant Bingham is going to take his girls, he's going to sit them down, he's going to talk to them calmly, and he's going to say, girls, we need to slow the game down. We need to take control. We're in our gym. And no doubt that this coach over here, Monica Hang, is going to say, keep up the pace. Keep working the girls.
Monica Hang sitting around her players right now, kind of having a little bit of a powwow with them, trying to get them pumped up and keep them on the same track and keep that momentum in their favor.
They sure look pumped up.
Grant Bingham over on his end trying to keep everybody calm. As he looks on, he's just telling everybody, stay the course, run your plays, tighten up on defense.
This is our gym. Take control. We are not losing in our gym. We are not losing tonight. That is what he's saying to them.
BC trailing 44-42 as LA Valley has gone on to a 6-0 run here in this fourth quarter with 7:02 left to go in the game.
We have plenty of time. We still have plenty of time.
BC inbounding the ball all the way down at their end.
Not a lot of press defense that we've seen tonight.
Diamond Brownlee back in the game for the Renegades. And a kickball will reset the shot clock. So Brownlee in the game now as Lexi Ramirez is taking a bit of a break.
Really need to clean up our passes.
We've seen a lot of Mia Samaniego here in this game tonight.
And what has her role been? Her role has been to shut down Aaliyah Muhammad on offense. Like you said, she is on her like paint on a wall tonight.
But that's kind of a tough ask, I'll tell you what. It really is, because trying to keep Aaliyah Muhammad off the scoreboard has been really a complicated matter for the Renegades. And BC just having a little bit of trouble handling the ball right now. Niederbaumer handed it off to Tolentino, and she lost a handle on it.
Saved her from a back.
Shot clock down to 3. That one off the front of the rim. And LA Valley comes away with it. And Niederbaumer comes from behind, strips the ball away. Tolentino comes up with it. She's driving. Almost got called for a travel, though she got away with one, I think.
Here we go. Let's swing the ball around. Let's run. Oh, man.
Again, the dribbling trouble of BC right now. I don't know if it's nerves or what's going on. They're not having a good time hanging onto the ball. Samaniego driving, loses a handle on it there. Brownlee outside, shot clock is down to 5. Araneva drives to her left, up off the glass, can't get it to go.
We have no rebounders.
Nobody's following the shot.
Man, that is frustrating.
And crashing the board. Samaniego out on Muhammad. Muhammad driving, misses the easy layup. And a foul's going to get called on the Renegades, as Valerie Ansora was right there to get the rebound. And that's the one thing BC has not been doing, following crashing down on the board.
I agree. She came out of nowhere. Valerie Ansoriano came out of nowhere. We had 3 players down there. She comes flying and she gets the rebound. We're not executing boxing out.
And Zora now at the line. And Zora so far tonight has 6 points. And now it's time for Jamba, like they were saying. Visit one of your 5 local Jamba Juices here in Bakersfield. If Ansora misses this shot, everybody here in the Renegade Athletic Complex gets a free coupon to Jamba Juice. Thank you, Jamba Juice, for your support of Bakersfield College Renegade basketball. Ansora makes the second, and a groan goes across the crowd. 5:41 left to go in this second half. Second quarter, too. Fourth quarter, rather. 42-45, Renegades trailing. BC still with plenty of time, just has not gotten on a roll and has not really scored a whole lot lately either.
Pass to no
And
one.
another turnover by the Renegades. BC just having a really tough time right now getting any offense going.
That was better defense right there on Muhammad. We're having to put 2 girls on her, which leaves other girls open, but we really don't have a choice.
Samaniego comes away with the rebound around Muhammad, which is kind of surprising on that play.
Okay, Lexi Ramirez is taking control of the point position. She's trying to run a play. She's trying to get her team organized. We are losing time on the shot clock, however.
And it's been getting down into the single digits quite often here. And that one's off the mark. Muhammad's there for the rebound. BC hasn't gotten a good shot off with more than 6 seconds on the shot clock the last 3 trips down. 45-42. This is not the direction I think that Grant Bingham thought this game was going to go. Ramirez just going to take it all the way, and she's going to get called for the charge. We saw it the second that she headed into the paint.
Man, she's frustrated.
What a fantastic job by Gabriela Ariano of planting her feet.
She read that the entire time.
Absolutely. Beautiful Vasquez checking out of the game now. And Danica Tolentino back in for the Renegades. 45-42, 4 minutes on the clock remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Neither team is giving up right now. The Monarchs are playing so hard. BC is playing so hard.
And Samonyego's going to come away with the turnover there. Lexi Ramirez picks it up.
Oh, she stops her dribble. Lots of chaos.
She picked up her dribble in the chaos, exactly.
Man.
Out to Niederbaumer. Niederbaumer trying to drive. Guarded well by Marisol Jernigan. Samaniego driving baseline, gives it up to Lexi Ramirez. And a foul on the floor, and that's going to be a shot that they didn't get. Wow, a couple of opportunities missed tonight.
Are you noticing how tight the Monarchs' defense is? They are not leaving any room between the player and space to take a shot, and that is what is shutting down our offense this quarter in particular.
And a player substitution, trying to check in, trying to figure out what's going on here. They're going to call her in, so they're going to replay that back. I don't know if any time came off the clock. And right now, seconds are precious as we get down toward the end of this one. It's a very close game, 45-42. LA Valley in the lead. Araneva, she's going to drive. And draws the foul, but misses the shot. Had a chance for a three-point play there. And that's going to go on Marisol Jernigan. Jernigan's second personal foul. And now Araneva at the line. Layleen, a 75% free throw shooter on the season. Makes her first and now pulls to within two. And some Monarch fans over in the crowd stomping on the bench there trying to rattle the shooter. Araneva drains them both, and now it's 45-41 with 3:16 on the clock.
I think it goes without saying that those two free throws were so important.
Muhammad trying to go high off the glass and misses.
Great rebound.
Araneva doesn't know she's coming up behind her. And a nice pass by Samaniego over to Tolentino. And she wasn't back in bounds soon enough as Tolentino coughed the ball back up to Samaniego.
We are just seeing some massive athleticism by these ladies.
A great save by Mia Samaniego. But unfortunately, Tolentino didn't wait long enough for her to get back in bounds.
I do like this matchup of Tolentino on Muhammad right now.
And a rebound, same team. Araneva gives it to Niederbaumer. Niederbaumer underneath. But Tolentino was already too deep in the pocket. Araneva driving. Throws that one up and it scores.
Yes.
And a charge is going to get called.
Oh,
Layleen
no.
Araneva is going to get called with the offensive foul, and no shot is going to count.
The entire gym erupted there.
Wow. What fantastic defense by LA Valley at the exact right time that they needed it.
Man, this is
BC
a good
with
game.
a chance to go up by one.
What a great game.
And they get her to cause the offensive foul.
Like I said, the athleticism we're seeing by both teams. Here's the replay.
Just ran right into her, and a great job, once again, of Marisol Jernigan drawing contact. Once again, she had position. 2:12 on the clock. And a great job. What a fantastic shot as she was going toward the baseline by Andrea Villa. And now a three-point lead once again for the Monarchs. Araneva from the foul line. Doesn't get it to go. Araneva trying to chase it down.
At least she's following her shot.
1:45 to go in the game. Monarchs with a three-point lead and a chance to extend it here now to 5 and make it much more complicated for the Renegades. Samaniego on Richards.
Tough defense.
Richards driving. Oh, one-handed in the layup of the glass.
Who is guarding her? We had no one to answer
Samaniego
for that.
missed her off the screen. And now Jamie Niederbaumer from outside pulls back to within 2. What a fantastic shot by Jamie Niederbaumer.
All the confidence in the world right there. That's what I want to see out of Jamie Niederbaumer every time she gets the ball on offense.
Niederbaumer with the NBA-style three-pointer. 1 minute to go. BC down by 2. LA Valley with a chance to win 3 games in conference.
Mia Samaniego is playing
Shot clock down to 5.
Excellent defense right now.
BC can't get the rebound, and the Monarchs come away with it. Valerie Ansora. Tolentino, heavy defense on Muhammad. 3 on the shot clock. And BC comes away with the rebound, and a foul's going to get called. And that's going to be number 4 on the Monarchs. And that's going to go against Marisol Jernigan. And that's going to be Jernigan's 3rd foul. BC with 23 seconds. And they're going to call a timeout. 23 seconds, BC trailing. LA Valley 49-47, back after this. Coming back out of the timeout, the Renegades will inbound at their own end with 23 seconds left to go in the game. BC trailing by 2, needs a score here. And trying to figure out what the call is here. They're talking about 30 seconds on the shot clock. So that will turn the shot clock off. On the timeout, they advance it. From full court, it's 30 seconds, but since they advance it, they still get the 30 seconds. But now that makes the shot clock completely dissipate. BC needs to hurry up and get a quick shot off here just in case they miss it so they have a chance. Samaniego throws it up. And a blocking foul is going to get called. And Mia Samaniego is going to have a chance to go to the line to tie this one up and send it into overtime. 2 shots that are really crucial now here from Mia Samaniego. Samaniego on the season, a 52.6 free throw shooter. Has to make them both. And her team down there just kind of giving her a little bit of good-natured ribbing. Trying to calm her down. These are crucial foul shot attempts here to tie the game up with 15.2 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like the first one's going to get missed. Samaniego looking for the second one now. Samaniego misses them both. LA Valley comes away with the rebound. And a timeout is called. So in the timeout, the Monarchs with 14.2 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to talk over how to inbound it. They will be inbounding it at their own end. And a 30-second timeout is called. BC tonight only scoring 47 points in this game compared to LA Valley scoring 49. And if we go back to the contest 3 weeks ago, BC faced LA Valley, and they scored 70 points in that game. And LA Valley scored 63. In the first half of that game, Bakersfield College scored 44 points. They've only had 47 points the entire game tonight. They were outscored consequently in the third quarter of that game, 22-10, and then won 17-12 in the fourth quarter for a total score of 70-63. So here's the inbound now, and it's inbounded over to Mohammed, who's going to get fouled really quickly by Samaniego. That's only the fourth foul, so they still have one more until they actually are going to go to the line shooting two. BC looking to get a quick foul here. 2 seconds rabbled off the clock on that last inbound. So BC looking to hurry up and get a quick foul here or a turnover. They're going to get the quick foul right there. And now that's going to send Gabriela Ariano to the line. Ariano on the season, shooting 47% from the free throw line. So BC hoping for a little bit of life here. And LA Valley looking to extend to get a 3-point lead, and she drains the first. And the celebratory pat from Andrea Villa. And now a chance to probably put it out of reach. She makes it, and she does. And now BC's going to call another timeout. And they're going to talk this one over. It's a full timeout. Back with more Renegade basketball after this. Fantastic job by Valerie and Zora hitting both of those. 4-point game now for the Renegades. Niederbomber from outside drains that one, and now the clock is off, and a timeout is going to get called. BC pulls back to within one.
Okay. I was running around all over the gym. I'm back now, but hey, there's still time. We've got one
Yeah, but
chance.
that one even knocked the wind out of you.
I know, it did. I know.
Jamie Niederbomber, ice in her veins, has hit 2 3-pointers here in the last minute and a half.
I'm as excited as if I were a player in this game right now. These girls are making this look just real fun.
So if you're Grant Bingham here, you have 4.8 seconds left on the clock.
You have to score.
A foul, yeah, but you don't have the ball. They have the ball.
Yeah.
So a foul sends them to the line. You're going to foul as quickly as possible, obviously.
As quickly as possible. We cannot waste even a millisecond on that clock.
So as soon as the inbound is done, they're going to have to do something. All they really need is a 2-pointer. So if they got the steal, they could potentially get somebody down and score in time, if that's even going to be a thing, which
I think it's going to have to be a steal play.
It's going to have to either be a steal or well, you're going to send her. They're looking to send somebody to the line, obviously. They're going to try and get them to the line as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But, you know, who was going to bet that Enzora, who shoots 47% from the free throw line, is going to drain both of them at the last moment in this game?
Well, I mean, you never know. I'm telling you what, this Monarch team has pleasantly surprised me.
This Monarch team has pleasantly surprised everybody.
Yep.
2-10 in conference, only winning 2 games in this half of the conference season. This is the second half of the season.
I mean, they scouted us well.
So BC doing the best job they can right now, trying to hang on to this one. And almost got a steal there, and a foul's got to happen. And an over in the back, and the Renegades are going to have the ball back now with 2.9 seconds left.
This is going to be the most important inbound play of the season, I think.
And a timeout is going to get called so Grant Bingham could draw up a play for 2.9 seconds and a chance to win this game.
This really stretches you as a coach to be under this much pressure, to have the knowledge to draw up a play when you have 2.9 seconds
Absolutely incredible.
Our only option is to get the ball in and shoot it as quickly as we can. But you can't just throw the ball up at the net. You have to be balanced. This is our like a last shot opportunity. Still has to be executed. Still has to be taken with time. Still needs balanced feet.
And my guess is on a play like this, Grant Bingham is going to try to draw up some sort of a screenplay to free up either somebody to go straight to the baskets. They have a chance. 3 seconds is enough time.
They have Jamie Niederbaumer.
Niederbaumer's down there all alone, posted up.
Yep.
Posted up on Marisol Jernigan, who's 5'4". And that's going to be a turnover right there. And a foul's going to get called with 0.8 seconds left on the clock. And not the great inbound that they really wanted to do. And I can't understand why they wanted to inbound it all the way across court.
It was just a trick play. They were trying to go where the defense wasn't. I think if it was a better executed pass in, we could have gotten away with it.
And a fantastic play of coverage, quite consequently, by LA Valley. What a fantastic job they did of disrupting that passing lane. And BC's going to have the turnover, and now it looks like she's got to get resuited because her entire brace started to come apart for Valerie Ansora. So Ansora, as we said before, I'm going back in my stats, 56.1% free throw shooter. There's 0.8 on the clock. I don't think there's enough time to even get a shot off, even if she misses.
Even if she misses and we grab the rebound, they're going to call an immediate timeout, and they're going to have to throw the ball from one side of the court.
Well, they get to advance the ball.
Okay. Call a timeout.
So a timeout got called. 0.1 second is left on the clock. Now we're going to see if they're going to reset the clock because the timeout is called as soon as the touch is made, which means no time could possibly advance off the clock.
Yeah, I think it should go back to 0.8.
So they have to reset it back to, I think it was 0.9.
Okay, even better.
0.8 or 0.9. And so they're going to come down and have a conversation that they're going to be able to inbound it at their own end. And they're going to put 0.5 back on the clock now. So
we get to
looked
bring
like
it in.
he said 0.5. Yep, so we get one inbound chance with a chance to shoot it.
At the half court?
No, it's going to be inbounded at the end
Okay.
for BC, at their end. They have a chance to inbound it. 0.5 technically is enough time to catch and shoot. There is a level that they've already come up with in a number, and I think it was 0.3. So
Really?
if it's 0.3 or lower, you don't have enough time to turn and shoot.
Okay.
But if it's 0.5, you do actually have an opportunity to grab the ball and shoot.
So the big question is, who's our shooter going to be?
Well, in a case like this, obviously I think Jamie Niederbaumer is the one you're going to try to free up off of a screen somewhere.
I agree. I think we should get the
She's
ball
the
to
one that
Jamie
has the
Niederbaumer.
range. She's the player that they can kind of count on for something like that.
Tolentino's taking the ball in.
So Tolentino's going to inbound the ball, and Jamie Niederbaumer is going to do a little trip all the way around the world here. And Brownlee doesn't get a handle on it.
Missed.
Brownlee didn't catch the inbound, and that's going to do it. The Renegades are going to fall to the LA Valley Monarchs, 51-50. And what a fantastic job, and what a great celebration for LA Valley.
They are so excited. You know what won this game for them? Their defense.
Absolutely, holding the Renegades to 50 points in a game where, quite honestly, they scored well above that in the previous meeting.
Yeah. Man, it is so tough seeing us fall like this.
Yeah, absolutely. But, hey, give it up for LA Valley. Their third win of the conference season helps them to improve to 8-5 now. They are now tied in conference. Well, I don't have who they're tied in conference with. But an 8-5 record in conference is far better than what they had looked at previously.
We have one more conference game. Our stats are still down. On Friday, you said?
Yes, we do. Another game on Friday. It's going to be against Canyons, down at Canyons. Game time is set for 7 p.m. For anybody interested, just go to GoGates.com and check the level. I think I've been saying that they only have 2 conference wins this entire season. I'm getting the women's program mixed up with the men's program, so I apologize for that. Oh, I didn't get it mixed up. No, I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was saying that LA Valley only had 2 conference wins. The men's program only has 2 conference wins.
I see. Yeah, they're 8-5.
So they are now 8-5, and the Renegades they'll fall to 10-3, but still an impressive season, and they're still tied for third place in the entire Western State Conference. So BC, a hard win tonight, something that you didn't want to see happen. But your final thoughts of tonight's game?
Man, look at, is this playing right now? The coach congratulating that player.
Yeah, Paula Dahl has coached against Monica Hank for quite some time now.
Yeah. Impressive player to me. She was just getting congratulated. Aliyah Muhammad. We just couldn't stop her. We were playing, I think we should have gone to a double team defense on her sooner than we did. And maybe that would have changed the outcome of the game. Of course, who knows? I think that Niederbaumer had some really important threes in the game, kept us in it, kept us alive. I think we talked about cleaning up our passes. I think we could have used a couple more bounce passes, less chest passes, a little more control, stronger hands when we were catching it, whether that's, just keeping your eye on the ball.
It really seemed like they had Lexi Ramirez's name today, too. Had her name and number. And she really had quite a tough time, being posted up against Valerie Ansora. Ansora did a pretty good job of making sure that she kind of handled the business. And Andrea Villa also on defense. Two of the bigs that they have down low really kind of gave her a little bit of trouble.
Like I said, they beat us on defense tonight.
Absolutely. So for everybody here at Bakersfield College, this has been Tom Myers with Jenny Lewis and the Dr. Julian Wilson. This is our final broadcast of the regular season. For playoff information, go to GoGates.com. We'll be back hopefully broadcasting the next game in the next couple of weeks. For more information, just go to GoGates.com. We'll figure that out. For everybody here at Bakersfield College, we'll see you next time, everybody.